Should Mike Vrabel be fired for what's going on with Dianna Russini? We'll get into that. That's the big news that's been happening this week outside of some signings in the NFL. We talked about Super Bowl futures a couple of nights ago, and we have the schedule release coming next week. But for tonight, we're going to get into a lot of fun stuff in addition to what I said before. So before we get into everything, please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit the link in the description for the merch store. As always, I'm wearing something for the merch store. It is our September is Lust Month a t-shirt, which is it's a funny t-shirt because the person on it, he looks exactly like my father-in-law, according to my daughter, and she's like pop 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 pop, so he doesn't like that hearing that. But September is around the corner. It's in it's about 4 months or so. So before that happens, you might as well buy a t-shirt here and or anything else. We have a 15% off sale for everything. You can get these t-shirts in any color. You can get them in long sleeve, hoodie, women's tank top, and infant onesie. You can get our famous apron. You can get playing cards, a mouse pad, the baseball caps, mugs. We have a blanket. We have baby bibs. Like I said, we have everything. I wasn't lying. 15% off sale. You can go to Amazon, buy my books. The most recent one is Jerks of the College Years, where I made fun of all these wonderful people. And by the way, it's a 5-star review. 5 out of 5. Can't get better than that. And my first book was The Safety and a Field Goal, which is a top 5 topic book about the NFL. Lots of fun stories in there of some players and coaches who've done some weird things, among other things in there. So, and also please consider super chats and super stickers. That is the best way to support the show. I say that all the time, and it's true because YouTube pays us nothing. So if you want to help us get over the poverty line, that would be really appreciated. But we are joined tonight for the first time in 3 weeks because of the draft, and then we had a week off last week. Tom is back at Quacky T. Tom, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know it's been a little bit. Here we are again, Walter. Hello to you and hello to everyone in the Walter football family. Holy cow, man! I'll tell you what. Let me tell you about the week I'm having. So first off, I've been working a ton. Even this past weekend, I've been pulling 12-hour days most days for about the last 2 weeks. But last Friday. So that's why I told you I couldn't do the show. I was just exhausted, man. Like I just working nonstop.
For context, before you go on, I mean, are you comfortable saying what you do?
No, it doesn't matter. Like I'm not going to get into that at the moment, but it's top secret.
Sorry if you're a CIA agent.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, but yeah, I've just been working a lot, and I was like, I'm in downtown Orlando, and I'm sitting there in the parking garage. It was actually a shorter day. It was a 10-hour day. At 6:20, I was sitting in the parking garage, like where I work in downtown Orlando, and I was like, it's magic. I'm a lifelong Magic fan. I was like, I gotta go. I was tired, but I was like, no, like they could clinch. It was Game 6. Remember they had the 3-1 lead against Detroit. Now it's 3-2 in Game 6. I was like, I'm just gonna go. Like the game's in 40 minutes. I'm just gonna go there. I bought it like a nosebleed ticket for $80. It was like, screw, and it was a decent seat, like second, high up, but like pretty, like first row, basically. It was good for, given the magnitude of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Walter, I can't believe, I've been a fan of this team for 30 years. I've been a fan of the Magic for 30 years. I swore off the sports depression, but this was the closest I've ever come. I had to witness them live blow that 24-point lead in Game 6. I mean, you cannot be serious. The only silver lining was when the Magic were up 17. I bet Detroit money line.
Really?
Yeah.
What number did you get?
I think it was just like 6-1. I had a $20 bonus bet. I was like, yeah, let's do this because nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like either I lose the bonus bet or I'm going to see my team win.
Pay for the ticket.
Yeah, not worth it, man. Not worth it. And I was in bed by 11 still, but because I was beat, so I wouldn't have been able to do the show anyway. But I was just, I couldn't believe what I was witnessing, man. I could not.
They looked defeated. Like they look like a scared kid in high school for the first time, like meeting a bull, like Boy Meets World, like Corey Matthews running into Harley Kiner for the first time. That's what they look like at the end. It looked like they just like could not like they were just stripped of all hope. And I thought Game 7 was Detroit was the easiest bet of the NBA playoffs because it looked like Orlando had absolutely nothing left.
It's It's so funny because I've done this twice this year, actually, against both my teams. Talk about like knowing your teams. Because I bet Detroit pretty early on. And I mean, because the Magic are up 24 at one point. They're up 22 at the half. I think it got as high as 24. But then when they're only up 17 only, which really, I guess it's not that much anymore. Not as much as it used to be. And hey, what's up, Drew? How's it going, man? In today's NBA. But I just knew. Just like when I live bet the Bears when they were down 16 to the Packers, I think they were down 16. I live bet that was the day. Remember, I made like 1900 in that one that wild card. Or no, wait, that was a wild card weekend. But it's just like I know my team too well. Like the Packers, the Magic. It's like they ain't gonna win this game. I can tell already. Yeah. I've seen this happen too many times. I kind of knew deep down, like, because I was texting my buddy, like some of my buddies were like, dude, like what a great call to like go to that game. Like what a great decision to go last minute and like you're witnessing this. And I just remember thinking, I was like, well, like there's a whole second half here was the first thing I said. Because I know how the Magic operate. Just like I know how the Packers operate. Yeah. Packers are always going to choke, man. They're always going to choke every freaking time. Green Bay. Never. They're never going to come. I know they won one Super Bowl in the Rodgers era, but it's like, dude, they should have won at least 3.
Yeah.
There's really no dispute in that, in my opinion. They've had some great years that they just freaking squandered, man. They're going to blow it every time. I'm telling you, they lose. Look at the Rodgers era. They have lost on a last second field goal or overtime in about 5 at least 5 big playoff games, I want to say. I mean, I guess every playoff game is big. It's like the Packers are never going to do it. And that's how I knew. I've seen this play out so many freaking times. That Bears game, that was like a really easy call, I thought. Because I bet the Bears when they were down, was it like 14 or 16? So same thing with Detroit. I mean, the same thing with the Magic, man. I shouldn't say same thing with the Magic because I've seen the Packers win 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime.
Yeah. But
the Magic, it's like I've been a fan of this team for 30 years. They won a playoff series in 15. That's half the time I've been a fan. Like, come on, throw me a damn bone here, man. Yeah. You're really going to do that to me? It's just like, and they have, I think I couldn't believe they actually made it first off, because I thought for sure Charlotte was going to beat them in that play-in game, because I had heard that they quit on Jamal Mosley. And I mean, I guess in a way they did, he was fired about 7 seconds after the game 7 ended.
Yeah.
But it's because I was surprised that they were doing what they were doing. I didn't even think they were going to beat Charlotte in that play-in game because of that. But like, why? I mean, you look at the Magic. I mean, I can think of a couple things, but why aren't they good? Okay, like Wendell Carter, they could get a better center. They need a more consistent guy like Onyeka Okongwu from Atlanta, like a solid like defensive presence and like a solid player, like a consistent player. Carter, like he has his moments, but like not enough. I don't think he plays aggressive enough. And he always misses at least. He's not a great free throw shooter, but he's only like good for 1 at most. And same thing with Banchero. Like I really like, but like how are they not good? They have Banchero, they have Franz,
Wagner didn't play though.
Yeah, I know, but like when he's healthy, and Bane, he's been awesome. That guy Jamal Cain came along. Like they have a pretty deep team. How are they not better? And they play great defense. It's like, I swear to God, like I love Paolo Banchero, but it's like every time he does like that, like he drives the lane and kind of steps back, he misses that shot like every time. And anytime he needs to go to the free throw line in a big moment, he's good for 1 of 2. Come on, man. You're a number 1 pick. You got to do better. Like, I'm not saying I'm giving up on the guy, but like, sorry, I didn't mean to sound off like this. This is the first time I've actually had time to really talk to anybody about it. I've been so busy. So thanks for being the sounding board, Walt. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, you sound upset. Doesn't go your way.
Tom, you're yelling again, Tom. No, come on, man. They're a good team. Why are they not better than they are?
Think about it this way. How would your life be better right now if they had won the series?
Long term, it wouldn't. But that would have been a cool moment to see him win the series. Like on this last, like I would have remembered that for a long time.
Yeah,
That would have been like a cool, and also it's like it has a nostalgic value because I've been watching this team since I was like 7 years old, 8 years old.
sure.
So, it's like maybe they're finally breaking through. Like I've stayed the course, like with this team, they've lost, you know what I mean? And, I'm not going to be like, well, you know what? I actually think if the Magic ever win the finals, I probably will shed a couple tears, to be honest.
Really?
Not like I'm not going to cry like a baby, but like I might shed like a couple, a couple tears.
Like a toddler.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have like a break. A fucking, oh, I'm sorry.
My son, when he's told my son, when he's told he can play video games, he'll cry like that.
Yeah. I'm going to have a breakdown. No, but like really though, that would be special to me because basketball was the first sport I remember visiting my family in Florida and like I wasn't even really sure what basketball was. At the time I was almost 8 years old. And they're like, this is the Magic, they're a newer team and all that, and and they lost in the fight. They got swept by the Rockets in that finals. Oh, that was a heartbreaker too. And I was too young to kind of comprehend it, but like the year after that, like I just those early years with the Magic when Shaq, Penny, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Horace Grant. That's one of the greatest like starting fives. That was such a good starting five, and it hurt to see them.
I don't know if it was one of the greatest starting fives. It was a good team.
They were pretty solid, man. That was a great starting five. I'm not saying all time, but I remember that year that the Bulls. No, I'm telling you, I swear to you, I saw this graphic on the NBA on NBC. It was a Magic Bulls game in '96. That was the year that the Bulls went 72-10.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the like statistical measure was, or like what the metric was rather, but like they were saying that like it was a Magic Bulls game, and like Marv Albert was saying, the Magic statistically, like I can't remember what it was, but like have the best starting five in the NBA. So this is why I'm trying to say like it was one of the best starting five because like that 72-10 team, that was the greatest team of all time. Or I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask. Yeah, but. And it's like, even though the Magic weren't as good, they had like a better rated starting five. So yeah, like I'm not trying to say one of the greatest ever, but that was a deep. Well, actually, they weren't. Their bench wasn't that deep, but that was such a good starting five, man. Horace Grant, he was always good for that 18-footer.
I always called him Horace Manure Grant.
Do the goggles? We love the goggles.
Yeah.
But it would mean something to me now. Like if they won in like the next few years, which if they make a couple moves, like they have a lot of talent, But I mean, some things would have to happen. But like I could see them emerging, kind of like the Thunder have emerged. I could. I'm not saying it's likely, but I don't think that's completely out of the question in like the next 5 years, maybe.
Well, I mean, the Thunder have two better players than the Magic. They're so deep. Like that team. That's such a great team. Suffocating defensively. It's crazy.
Okay, but I'm saying like I think the Magic have a deep team too, but they're still very young. Like they got to come into it, and they need a good coach. I saw. I mean, it was just on a meme, but I saw that like maybe they might get Tom Thibodeau. Who knows how true that is? But I think that would be good. They need an experienced coach.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're obviously disappointed by the result. I think, and you're asking like, why aren't they a good team? I mean, I thought they played above expectations. Like they took Detroit, the number 1 seed, to 7 games. Like, and we see Detroit now; they're up 2-0 in the series, and it's not. It feels like Cleveland hasn't really like threatened them. So Orlando has done better against Detroit than Cleveland. So I think you should be proud of the season, especially considering that Wagner wasn't there. So I don't know. I don't think you should be too upset. I know they blew the lead, and it's like one of the worst things is like it's like the opposite of like finding a $20 in a couch cushion, which is like it's like, oh cool, like it's something unexpected. That's great. This is the opposite of that. Like you had round 2 in your sights. It's right there. It's like it's right there, and then it's gone. And so that's the opposite of it's like losing a $20 in your couch cushion. Feel really angry and frustrated by that. But if you think about it, I think Orlando did much better than almost anyone thought they would against Detroit. I think I even remember you saying heading into the series that you thought it'd be like 4-1. And
I did say that. You're right. I did say that.
Yeah.
But how are they going to? But the thing was before Wagner went out in what game after game 4, or middle of game 4, if I'm not mistaken. But after they won game 1, I was like, okay, they got a shot. Like they got a shot to do this. And certainly when they had, I mean, they played so well at times, and then it's like, how do you go that cold when it matters the most? When you're up 24, they didn't make a shot for like almost an hour. Yeah. How can you choke that hard? It's like Jalen Suggs. Oh, I really want to like him. It's like, do not let him shoot in these moments. Like, just don't. It's I don't. I hate to hate on him. Like, I really like him, and he's like, he has great energy. Like you can tell, like he's always saying like he loves like the fans and like the city. Like he really cares. And he's like always trying to pump up the crowd. So like he's got like heart, but like he's got to do better, man. He's got to do better, So yeah. That's what I think. And they all need to be healthy. Like Franz and Paolo and Desmond Bain. They all need to be playing together.
Your second best player was out. Like, you can't be too upset about that. I mean, if Wagner didn't get hurt, it's a chance you may have won the series. So injuries happen. It sucks. You see it all the time. Just hope for better luck next year.
It's just another notch in the belt for like Orlando Magic heartbreak, man, because it's all that they blew a 3-1 lead to the Pistons the first year that the first round changed to 7 games. Remember that?
Yep.
And think about think about in the 95 finals with Nick Anderson and then I'll think about the 09 finals, the 08-09 finals against the Lakers, where they were. That one really hurt me. That was back when I was still, taking in sports depression. The Magic, that's a very forgotten series. I've always wanted to make like a video essay about that series because, like you look back in the history books, it's like, oh, like Kobe crushed him. Kobe and company like crushed him, right? 4-1, easy.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like people, like, unless you're a fan of the Magic, like you don't realize how good that Magic team was. They were a layup and a free throw away from being up 3-1. Yeah, that's all that was. You remember that?
Yeah,
because it was and you know what? As a Magic fan, that was the most fun I ever had watching them that year. Because I remember I went to Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals when they played Cleveland and LeBron the first time he was there, and they won that. There was Game 4. It was the first NBA game I ever went to, and the Magic won 116, 114 in overtime, and they went up 3-1, and they ended up going to the finals. And like that, the way everything played out that playoffs, even though the finals loss really, really hurt, especially that Game 4, I'd do go through it all again. I would. I was so much fun watching them. When they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I even thought, I think I said this on the show before, because I was like, I think they could beat the Cavs. And I remember Charles Barkley was on, inside the NBA, and they were. And Ernie was like, he goes, Chuck, he goes, you look like you have something to say. He's like, I do, but I'm afraid to say it. And you're like, come on, say it. And he's like, I think it was before the series. Like the Magic had just beat Boston in Game 7. So like now the series was decided. We're awaiting Game 1. Barkley's like, I think the Magic are going to win. And they're like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, they have a more balanced attack. And they won. That was, they beat Cleveland. People forget how good, I mean, we're talking prime Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Hito Turkoglu was incredible, that run. Rashard Lewis, oh my God, in that Game 4 in the Eastern Conference Finals that I was at, he hit that like right off the inbound. He hit just like a turnaround 3. I remember when he jumped up for it, I was like, what are you doing? But that's such like a low, it was like a fadeaway 3, just like right off the catch in the inbound. It was like, take a better shot. He drained it, man. The freaking place went nuts. It was so cool. It was so cool. That was such a good playoff run. That was such a good playoff. And even though, if for those who aren't familiar with the series, I say they were a layup and a free throw away. Remember Courtney Lee in Game 2, they got crushed in Game 1. The score was 100-75, I remember. And then in Game 2, it was a tie game. And then I think they had like maybe less than a second left. And they threw up like a lob, like from the inbound to Courtney Lee. It was a rookie year. Courtney Lee, he was solid on the Magic. Courtney Lee, that was his rookie year, and he caught it, and he was right there for the layup. He was slightly behind, like it wasn't the perfect angle, but I mean, you got to make that. That would have won the game, but it was tied, and it took the game into overtime, and the Lakers won in overtime. Like that hurt. It wasn't a perfect angle, like it wasn't a gimme, but man, imagine if he had made that. That would have been remembered. Like that would have been a big play, like to win an NBA Finals game at the buzzer like that. So that was the layup. So that would have tied the series 1-1. The Magic won Game 3. And I understand if they had won Game 2, it would have changed the entire space-time continuum, but we're not going to factor that in here. And then Game 4, remember, they were in command for a good part of Game 4, and then at the end, oh my God, they were up 3, and they put Dwight Howard on the foul line. And I know he was terrible at free throws, but it's like, dude, just make one. There's like 16 seconds left. If you make one of these free throws and go up 4, we're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, he missed them both, man.
He's never a good free throw shooter.
I know, but I mean, it's like you're the man of this team. You are the leader of this team, and like you need to make one of these 2 free throws right now at home in the finals. And he missed them both, man. I don't like hold like I'm always been a huge Dwight Howard fan. Even like I was ready for him to go when he went, but I always liked him. He was incredible. But it's just like, oh man, I still can't believe. And again, I know he was a terrible free throw shooter, but it's like he'll make at least one. I know he will. Derek Fisher came down, hit a 3. Yeah. And then even Petrus, remember Mikhail Petrus? He had a great year with them. He had a nice run in the playoffs with them.
Yeah.
And he had a shot at the end. Like even after Fisher tied it with the 3, the Magic still got the ball back, and they had another shot. Petrus, terrible shot to send it to overtime. Lakers won in overtime, and then after that, the win was all out of their sails. I mean, they got destroyed in Game 5. But I'm telling you, a layup and a free throw, Magic might have a title over Kobe Bryant. It's crazy. I should put a video together, like a video essay about that.
I was about to say. You said that you wanted to do a video essay. I feel like you did one, but you should be able. You should be able. No, why not? Like, I mean, you like these documentaries and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Why not do a video essay? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess I would just have to see like how do I get footage on the video without like it be getting in trouble or anything. Because I'm going to want to show clips from that playoff run, you know.
I feel like people do that all the time.
I feel like it too, but like, I guess. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But like, do they go into like extra steps? Do they take extra steps to secure that? I don't know.
I don't know. But I've seen people do it all the time. You could probably just ask AI, and they'll tell you. Just type into Google, and Gemini will tell you.
Gemini man.
Yeah, I Gemini man. Yeah. You gotta use the. What was the
needle? Space needle?
No. The search snake.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Wait, who did you use on the needle? Oh, that was you used it on Hardman.
No, right? Use magnet missile.
Oh, you're right. Shoot. Oh my God, I'm flopping.
What is happening here?
I know. I was
3 weeks. You forget everything about Mega Man.
Been on here 3 weeks, you forget everything. That's the first thing that always goes, you know. The Mega Man knowledge.
Yeah. Like Kelly Bundy, who forgets about her dad's football. No.
Oh, he's lost the Mega Man. No, that's the first sign, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you happen to catch. I never really thought about. I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard about this. That video I sent you about the level that ruins Mega Man 2, Wily 4 with the you have to use Crash Man.
Yeah, the stupid turrets on. Yeah, you have to use the crash bombs on the turrets.
I hated those levels too. But I didn't realize there was it was that strong of an opinion. Like it was across the board that people really hate. It is that level does suck, but it doesn't like that guy.
It's not the level that sucks. It's the boss that sucks. I feel like all they have to do is if they remake the game, they either take out the walls or just make a new boss. I think that'd be fine. Like, you know what they should have done instead of that boss? They should have had a speed run of the Mega Man 1 bosses instead. I
agree. That definitely would have been cooler.
Yeah,
but yeah, it is such a clunky level too. Oh my God, you ever when you're a kid? Like one time, I think we were and I don't even know why we did it because I beat the game without Game Genie, but I think we were just trying out what are the codes? Like how would the game be different? We did it, and we did infinite energy, and then we got in there, we got stuck in there, and we ran out of crash bombs, and we couldn't die because we had infinite energy.
You couldn't die.
Yeah, because we gave the Game Genie code, and we're like, damn it.
That's funny. You couldn't even use the timer to run out like in Mario. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That happened one time. Oh my God, dude. This game, I think I've talked to you about this game before. It's called The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. Like, no one's heard of it, but my cousin and I, when we were like 7, 8 years old, like when the Magic were in the finals the first time, we were playing this game. It is freaking impossible without like a walkthrough. I don't know how anyone beat that game. Like, we're talking like 1994. Like, we're talking like pre-internet. Like, we couldn't just like go online as a kid, you know, and like find a walkthrough or talk to like a forum of people playing this game. Like, how do you get past this? You had to figure it out, and you could only carry 3 items at a time.
Yeah,
and it's like these spiders would fall on you, and like you would get so much damage and just die like instantly, and then other times it would only hurt you a little bit, and they like just pop out of nowhere. Like, there's no avoiding them. It's so impossible to beat. And then finally, like my cousin Eddie and I, we put Game Genie on, and I think it was like infinite lives or like infinite health. So it's like, okay, like, or maybe it was, I think it might've been infinite health. It had to have been, but we fell into this pit, and we were supposed to have like this trampoline. So like you could carry 3 items in your inventory. This is on the NES, by the way, for those who are listening. And like, I think we forgot to bring the trampoline with us, and like, we couldn't die down. Like, we were stuck in that hole. Like, we couldn't, and we had gotten so far. It was the farthest we had ever gotten. And there's no continues. Like, there's no password. And there's just so much to do in the game. And like, you have to collect these stars, and it's the most maddening game of all time. But I recommend it highly. It took us 18 years to beat that game.
It's the most maddening game, but I recommend it.
I do. No, it's like, I saw this thing that's like video, like people, like kids that grew up in the 90s had like more challenging games. Like, you know, you didn't have like autosave everywhere, you know, like you had Mario, and like if you ran out of lives and you died, you had to start all over again, you know, and you couldn't save it. Or, I mean, some games might have like a password, like, you know, like some games did, like Mega Man had passwords and stuff. But I mean, there was more of a challenge. It was kind of an interesting, it was kind of an interesting thing. But yeah, I mean, bringing it back to the Mega Man thing, I just didn't realize there was that strong, like the community uproar was that strong about Wily 4. I don't know. I don't like the color scheme. I mean, it just doesn't fit, like that purple. Yeah. And I like the color purple. Like, it's just, it just, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. So I don't know. I think the whole level's clunky. You don't mind the level part of it.
I don't mind the level. Why don't you like the level? I always thought the level was fine. I always dreaded the bosses, because like that I was like the only thing that could legitimately ruin a no death run for me.
Yeah, and it's like, I always worried I was going to run out of, like, I would miss the shots or something, and then like run out of Crash Man, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, because if you run out, you have to die. Like if I'm doing a no death run to Mega Man 2. Like that's the only challenge of the whole game, honestly. I mean,
yeah, that's true. But like, I didn't even realize. I mean, it's been so long since I played it. You can shoot the Crash Man like in between like a wall, like the 2 walls, and like it'll get both of them. It'll knock out both of them. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I was just always like pretty meticulous with where I placed them. You know, the other challenge, like the video didn't talk about it. Like, you could run out of the item 1 also. And then you would have issues. You wouldn't be able to get up and hit the top turrets. So that was always a problem too.
Yeah, you know, I never did a death. I mean, I did a Mega Man X, but not Mega Man 2. I haven't played it in a long time. That's a great game.
Yeah,
Metal Man's weapon is
that kind of breaks the game. Metal Man's weapon. You know, I like Mega Man 3 the Shadow Blade kind of. It's like it, but it's a lot weaker. You know, and that's probably what Metal Man Blade should have been, because like you don't really need anything else. Like, well, here and there obviously, but you know,
for some reason I always thought Needle Man's weapon would be like Metal Man's, and it wasn't. Like, I thought it would seem like it would be cooler, and it never did. I never really used it for anything.
Yeah. What about a top spin only run from Mega Man 3?
I've seen those. I
feel like some bosses you couldn't kill them.
I feel like you're right too. I remember my mom called the video game hotline to figure out that we had to use top spin to beat the final Wily boss.
Yeah, you just said a couple of minutes ago how you couldn't like look anything up because it's pre-internet. And I was about to say like you had a number you could call actually.
Yeah, my mom paid like the $2.99 because it was so weird because I think, I'm like 6 years old, by the way. So, I mean, I'm stupid now too, but I was, even dumber then. But like, I think I was like, I didn't understand like what weapon I got with topspin. I was like, it's not like, what is this? Because it's just like a useless weapon that like you don't need. And I was just like, what? So like, this sounds so straight. Like I didn't think about like spinning into somebody. Like I never used it ever. So I just like never. It sounds like it makes me sound like I mean, I guess I was a dumbass, but
you're 6 years old.
Yeah, but I never tried it. I tried every other weapon but that, and I just had accepted. I was like, that's not even like it doesn't shoot anything. Like it's not. And like, why would that work? It just doesn't seem like it would work, I guess, to me, or at least I thought that at the time. And then my mom called the number and she's like, topspin. And I was like, no way. It's like topspin. But I guess maybe I learned a lesson young to, like consider all the options. So I learned something.
Or buy Nintendo Power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, has been out of print for like 13 years now or so.
Holy cow!
I know that's crazy. I used to have a subscription to it. I would mail them stuff, and like I had every issue up until like I was in college. Probably like junior year of high school, maybe, or sophomore year of high school. That's probably when I canceled, but I used to have like every issue. I still have like the first 6 in my closet somewhere. And I saw that they're worth a lot of money. So I should probably find them. It's just, I don't feel like going through my closet. There's so much old junk in there, but I feel like I'll find it eventually. But that was such a great magazine. And they would tell you a lot. Like it was actually like really useful. So
it really was. And I remember I loved like the art on it. Like I think it might've been the first ever like, issue with like it was like the clay like Super Mario and Bowser. I think it was advertised in Super Mario 3, right?
Super Mario 2.
Or yeah, you're right, Super Mario 2. Yeah, that was such like an iconic. See if you can pull it up.
Yeah.
Like I just put like Nintendo
did
Power.
Did you watch the new Mario movie, by the way?
No, I've been so busy with work. I haven't had a chance. Yeah, the Nintendo Power. It's there's something so iconic and nostalgic just about like the way like it's there it is. Yeah,
yeah, $400.
Wow, yeah, it's such an iconic like looking. Like I remember that as a kid.
This is in my closet somewhere. It's $400. Probably find
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't Bowser. It's Wart.
It's Wart, right? And Wart is in the new Mario movie.
Oh really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool stuff in that movie. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it's pretty good. My son got a kick out of it. And he's like, "What? I want to see Mario 3." I'm like, they have to first make it. He's like, "When are they gonna make it?" I'm like, come on, this 2 just came out. Like, it's gonna be a few years.
Like, it came out 3 years. He's already ready to go.
Yeah, he's 4, so he doesn't quite understand that concept yet. But
yeah,
that is that's Wart in the background. I always the color scheme on I think that's Luigi, isn't it? Like, or maybe it's Mario. Like, it looks like Luigi, but it's Mario's colors, except they're inverted. That always like pissed me off. But I mean, it's still a great magazine. So
yeah, well, I think I mean, I see what you're saying. It sort of looks like Luigi. Mario looks less portly than he usually does here.
That's why I thought it was Luigi.
Yeah. No, I never thought that, but I do see what you mean now.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess it does kind of look like him. But yeah, I don't know. But something about the color scheme, because that blue like doesn't quite match the blue he wears in the game. Like, to me,
it's inverted. Like everything that's blue should be red, and vice versa. That's the issue.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But like, there's something like, I guess maybe that's what makes it so cool, because it's like the only like instance like you really see that, and it was such a. I mean, Nintendo Power was so cool when it came out,
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny we're talking about this because I was hanging out with my friend yesterday, and we were best friends since we were like 5, and he always make fun of me because when I was like 8, I know I was 8. I was in Arizona for because we actually my family was planning to move there. It never happened, but we were looking at houses in Arizona that summer, and I was 8. And I found Nintendo Powers at the mall, there one day, and I bought two of them, and I held them up, and it's on video. It's like one of our home videos, and I was
nice.
like, Nintendo Power Volume 1, Nintendo Power Volume 2, and my friend would always, to this day he quotes it. He's like, Nintendo Power Volume 2. Yesterday he's like, Nintendo Power Volume, Nintendo Power Volume 2. I'm like, dude, Nintendo Power Volume 1 and 2 are worth hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, dude. That's
so
hilarious.
the joke's on you, because I have Nintendo Power Volume 1 and 2.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
dude, it's funny how you remember things like that. I don't know. I think it's like the cadence of which you said it. It reminded me. You know how like we have like these snapshots of people that like we only like maybe like at a restaurant or like they like say something like it becomes an inside joke with like you and a friend like just from like one interaction. Let me give you an example of what I mean. You ever go to Grotto Pizza in Delaware?
I love Grotto Pizza.
Yeah, Grotto Pizza is great.
One of my favorite pizzas.
I love it too. It's great. Yeah, it's a great beachside like pizza pub if you're into that scene. And it's a chain, but like the pizza's good. And like there's just something about the aesthetic for me.
Yes,
there's something about the aesthetic. It really works. It really works for me, and it's very it works for a lot of people. It's it's very it's very popular down there. So anyhow. Yeah, for sure. So I remember summer between my junior and senior year of high school, my best friend John from high school, he's very close with my family. Like he came to with our family on vacation to Bethany Beach in Delaware. We went to Grotto Pizza, and you know how like often like you have like different runners like coming to like bring your food, and like we ordered a bunch of stuff, but like one of the pizzas was a large pepperoni pizza. And this guy we hadn't seen him the whole time. His name was Sean, and like all the servers were wearing like a black shirt. But this guy was wearing a white shirt, and he seemed like he seemed like he was probably the manager, right? And like both from like the shirt, and his name was Sean. And he comes up with our pizza, and he does it exactly like this. He goes, "A large pepperoni pizza, bing, here you go," and he put it down. Yeah. To this day, my buddy John and I will still text each other, like, "Bing, here you go." It's just like, dude, this guy wouldn't know me from Adam. I've been talking about him for almost 25 years. Like. Yeah. What is life, man?
It's funny. Yeah, you had that all the time. When my wife and I, this is back when we were like first dating, we went down the shore, and there's like a fight in the Spurs Timberwolves game. Well, it's not. Oh, wow. They broke it up. Wow. Anyway, so we were walking down the boardwalk, and we see this like 12-year-old kid, and he looks at this like amusement park area, the boardwalk, and he goes, "Ooh, go-karts." And so we quote that all the time.
That's awesome.
And what's crazy about that? This was in 2014. This is 12 years ago. So the kid, he was 10, he's 22 now. How crazy would it be if he's like 22, he's in college, he's listening to this? He's like, "Oh, that was me."
Yeah, dude, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Man.
Ooh, go-karts.
That's like, you know what makes me like, it almost gives me like a little anxiety. It's like how many, and I know, and look, like all these stories, like I look back on these people with fondness, like I'm not hating on, like it's like I love that they brought like joy to my life for like all this time. It's like, how many people like are you that person for? Like you're like the Bing, here you go guy. Like I gotta say probably hundreds for me at least.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another quote all the time when my wife and I visited Charlie down in Tampa. We were staying at a hotel, and we were down at breakfast, and we just sat down to eat, and we see this like little girl, and she's not little, like, but she's young. She's like 6 or 7, but she's like built like a linebacker. Like she's huge, and like not even like fat. She's like muscular for some reason. She's like 6, and she goes to her mom at the waffle station. She goes, "Mama, I'm hungry." anytime, and my kids or my wife goes, "I'm hungry," I go, "Mama, I'm hungry."
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought of this story. It's only like slightly adjacent, but I went to my friend's wedding one time, and I think it was like a Hampton Inn. We stayed in like the night before. In the morning, like we were down there for like like the Continental Plus breakfast, and all of a sudden, like we were all out there eating, and then like there was smoke coming from because it was like in a separate room where like you get your cereals and your yogurts, bagels, whatever, and you have like a little toaster for like the bagels and bread if you want toast. They got fruits and juice boxes. You know how it goes. And like I saw smoke coming from there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go investigate this. And then I go in there and like the hotel employee is running in. She's like, what happened? And there was like this lady standing there by the toaster, kind of like timid looking. And then like the employee looks in and she was like, somebody put a plate through the toaster. Like it was one of those conveyor toasters.
Yeah.
And the woman was like, oh, that's actually my fault. I'm sorry. It's like, don't be sorry. Drop and give me 20 push-ups. Like, are you kidding me right now? You put your plate through there, you dummy. I mean, I guess that could happen to any. Like, I mean, like you could, I guess anyone could have a moment of like being absent-minded, and you just kind of like set it down. You're like, oh, like kind of just get distracted and not realize what you did.
Yeah.
Like, but just like the way she said it, she's like, oh, that might have actually been me. It's like, sorry. I don't know. I guess what else do you say?
Do you think that you are one of these people to someone else?
Oh,
have you
at least hundreds?
You think
Easy.
so?
Oh my God, dude! All the stupid things I've said and done, like I'm a character. Yeah. I've done goofy things out, and especially when I used to drink. I guarantee you.
At night when you drink, other people drunk too, so they may not remember. Also, you and I have like two of people I think we're probably in the top 5 of like memories, like memory ability.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who don't remember anything, like they just they just won't know. I always have this conversation all the time with like my friend, who I hang out with yesterday. Like he doesn't remember anything, and like I'll say like specifically. He's like something will come up and he's like, oh, I don't remember that. I'm like, oh, that happened in July of 2016. He's like, how do you know that? I'm like, how do you not know? How do you not know that? It's so weird.
Same, man. You know what I'm really good at too is like you'll hear like a song and I'm like, that came out in 2009.
Right.
And like I can do that almost instantly. Like I don't know, like a lot of music I listen to like is really tied to the time. Like I'm very, as you know, I'm very good with dates and like numbers and like remembering like, oh, like that was this year. Like people were always like would really flatter me over that. They're so surprised. It's like I didn't realize that like not everyone could do that.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, I was my ex Emily, she was like that too. Like she had insane memory. And like we would like one up each other. We're like, this happened on this July, whatever, the 2015. And it's like, well, this happened also. I was like, well, yeah, I know, but this happened too. It was so fun. It was awesome. Pretty crazy because she said to me, she's like, I've never met anyone with a memory like mine. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know a couple people, but yeah, it's super rare,
Yeah, you're definitely up there. I mean, out of people I know too, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Well, I don't really know. I mean, I'm not suggesting they're not out there, but I don't know too many people. And I don't like, it's not really an applicable skill. Like I can just pull stuff out and I'm not always right. Like every now and then I do miss some, but like even just a couple days ago, my buddies were like, you don't even need like AI when you have Tommy to tell you. Cause we were talking we were talking about the Penguins, my Penguins, who lost. They were down 3-0, and then they forced a game 6, and they lost in heartbreaking fashion in game 6, 1-0.
Yeah, overtime.
Yeah, that was a bummer. But a couple of my buddies were texting me. They're like, "Has 3-0 ever happened in the NHL?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, several times." And I said the Kings did it in 2014 in their the 13-14 season when they won the Stanley Cup Finals, and remember the Flyers did it back in the what year is that? That was 09-10. And remember they came back from 3-0 against the Bruins and won in 7. And in game 7, they were down 3-0 and won 4-3 in game 7. Cool. So so the game 7 was a microcosm of the series itself.
Yeah.
And I just spat that out like in a moment. And my buddy Jason was like, he's like, oh my God. He's like, you don't need AI when you got Tommy, but like, I just remember that season very vividly. And that was so cool that happened. It happened to the Penguins blew a 3-0 series against I think it was the Maple Leafs a long time ago. I think the Islanders did it too. So it's happened a few times in hockey, but it's I don't know why. Like I can just remember like numbers and date. Not that I wish I had more practical application that skill, but yeah, I don't know. It always came so naturally to me. Mm-hmm. Like I can remember like scores of like a lot of games, but I mean, I remember I used to. At one point I could do from like 1990 to present day. I could do the final scores, like tell you who won the Super Bowl, who they beat, what the final score was.
Yeah.
I did that one. I did that NBA champions from 1990 to present day. Who won, who they beat, how many games, and I did it for World Series too. I ran through all these. I was doing this with my aunt once. I think I missed like 4 total. But as a Super Bowl, I got the final score. That was in 2018. Like I was on it. Actually, you know what? The night it was the last. It was the last night I ever drank. It was the night before I quit drinking, actually. And I was with my dad and his girlfriend, and I was like, bring up Wikipedia. I don't even know how like it came up. She was asking me about my sports knowledge. I was like, bring up Wikipedia and like just look up NBA champions. And I said, I'll rip it from like 1990 to present day. Who won, who they beat, how many games? Got 100%.
That's awesome.
Got 100%. I knew everyone. I actually don't think I could do it right this second though. That's because I'm getting dumber every day. So
what's causing your mental decline here?
Probably the Magic blowing 24-point leads.
Could be, yeah. No wonder you're not remembering Mega Man 3 stuff.
Yeah, 43-8, 43-8, Slew.
So yeah, there you go. There you go.
43-8. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas caught the only touchdown for the late great Demaryius Thomas caught the only touchdown for the Broncos, and they made the 2-point conversion. First play of the game was a Seahawks safety.
Yeah.
I know a guy, like my buddy said, I had a buddy who had a friend. He showed me the picture of the ticket. He bet, I think it was $1,000 on first score of the game, Seahawks safety. He won $50,000.
Jeez.
You know, yeah. He
How do you bet 1,000 on that? That's insane.
The guy's probably got money.
Those odds are terrible too. Like 50-1. Like there are games where safeties don't happen, and like each game has about 60 snaps on each side. So you're getting 50-1 on a game where there are 120 snaps in total. That's awful. That's just awful.
Well, I'm not disagreeing, but I mean it's like it's the Super Bowl, baby. You go big or you go home. Yeah, that was a scoregami, Slew. Yeah, that was a scoregami.
It was, but
Malcolm Smith was the Super Bowl MVP. Remember he got that touchdown. It was like who do you pick in a game like that? No one like really. I remember Percy Harvin ran back the second half kickoff. He was injured all season except that game when he scored that touchdown. Yeah. That was awesome. So he earned the ring. Love it. Yeah. Percy Harvin was awesome. Remember on the 09 Vikings? Holy cow, man. Holy smokes. 08-09 Vikings. Wait. Yeah. No, that was now I'm losing my mind. No, that was 09-10. That was the year the Saints won the Super Bowl and then the Packers won it in 10-11. Yeah. Yeah. 09-10, that was the year that the Vikings blew that game in the NFC Championship game to the Saints, right? Far-field interception.
Yeah, that was 09, yeah. Yeah.
But it was 2009, 2010, right?
Yes, 09 season.
Yeah. Okay,
I hate the 09/10. It's the 09 season. It just leaks into the calendar year of 2010. It's still the 09 season.
Yeah, I get that, but I usually say it that way for clarification purposes, because like people have asked me, they're like, oh, like who won it in 2009, and I'll say like the team that won it in the 09-10 season, and they're like, oh no, I was going by the finals year, because some people do it that way. So that's why I say it for clarification.
Screw those people. Like it's 09 season. Like I don't care if it happened in February 2010. It's the 09 season.
I don't.
You say the 09 season champion was the Saints.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think that too. But I mean, like if I'm trying to make a point here that I can remember all these things, and they're like, "Oh no, you're wrong," and I'm like, "No, I mean 09-10," and they're saying, "Oh, I meant the 2009 finals." Then like you need to clarify that, or else they're going to be like, "Oh, you don't really know. You said you did."
Well, just say 09 season. Then you can't be wrong because that's true. And then if they say, "Oh, you're wrong," but I'm like, "No, you're wrong," because I said 09 season, not 09 calendar year.
Yeah, but now I'm fighting an uphill battle in a conversation I don't want to be a part of in the first place. You know, it's like, what have I signed up for here? I want to avoid all that and just say 09-10 season, so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah. That's my outlook.
What was the score when the Seahawks beat the Packers in the playoffs?
28-22. Freaking 28-22. Packers were up 16-0 in that game.
Yeah.
And then
there's so many opportunities for the 1-yard line in that game.
McCarthy's such a dummy, man.
Well, he's the Steelers coach now. So you might be able to get some revenge here by betting against them.
I can't believe that's happening.
I know.
Like, he and Aaron Rodgers freaking hate each other.
I know.
What
It's
are they
crazy.
doing? What?
It's
I mean,
crazy.
I guess they worked something out, apparently.
Do you think that's why it's taken Rodgers so long to sign?
I bet it's got something to do with it. You know what I will say, because I don't hate McCarthy all the way, and there's one moment, I know I said this on the show before, when remember that year when they ran the table when they were 4-6. This was the 2016-2017 season.
That's Carson Wentz's rookie year.
Yeah, was it?
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah. So remember, because
Packers they played against the Packers Eagles is a Monday night game, and the Eagles were favored by 4, and at home the Packers slaughtered them.
I remember they were 4. Yeah, the Packers were 4-6, and then remember Rodgers said, "I think we can do it. I think we can run the table." And they beat Dallas. Yeah, that was Dak Prescott's and Ezekiel Elliott's rookie year when they had the 1 seed. They looked unstoppable too. Yeah. And when Crosby hit that game-winning field goal, like when McCarthy and Rodgers, like they grab each other, like they're shaking each other, like they can't, like they're so excited they just won the game in that fashion. It was as a Packers fan, like it was cool to see it, because I know they did not get along. It's just like, but in that moment, it's like they had that one thing, and I don't know. I always thought that was like a cool like Packers memory.
Yeah,
you know, that was cool to see, because I was never a huge fan of McCarthy. They definitely should have done better, and I blame him to a large extent. Heck, I blame LaFleur too a little bit, for some of their losses. Yeah, for some in his era. I mean, I think he's a good coach, but like I don't know if he's ever going to get over the hump.
We'll see. I'm just not a big Jordan Love guy. Like, if he can't get over the hump, is it him or is it Jordan Love? I feel like Love is
I just think he I don't know. Like I just don't think he needs to push too many more buttons to like make things better.
I feel like Love is either super on or he's thrown off his back foot and looks terrible.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're gonna see. What is this going to be his 4th year starting then, huh? Coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him. I want to like him, but it is inconsistent. But they have like good pieces. I mean, they lost Romeo Doubs, and actually Dontavian Wicks, but
if Kraft coming up the 20 CL.
I liked Wicks. Who did Romeo Doubs sign with? The Patriots, right?
Patriots, yeah.
Who's their coach?
Who is it? Is it?
Yeah, who's their coach? Let's remember the timestamp 52-12. That's when the Mike Vrabel.
Is it Mike? Is it going to be Mike Vrabel, or as Kenny pointed out, is it going to be Mike Tomlin, or as Andy asked on Wednesday, is it going to be Josh McDaniels?
Let me tell you something right now. Take every penny you have to your name and bet it on the Patriots under wins next season. Do it now. Do it now. They're going to suck next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee you they miss the playoffs. Put it on.
I'm going to look up the odds or the win total now. And of course, we're getting the win totals. We're getting the NFL schedule on Thursday. So we're actually doing a switcheroo. We're doing Kenny is actually the whole thing is going to be jumbled. We're going to confuse everyone. Tuesday, it's going to be the golf guys because the PGA Championships on that week. Wednesday is, instead of Andy, it's going to be Kenny, I think. And then Thursday is going to be Andy. So instead of Wednesday, Andy's going to do Thursday because the schedule's coming out. So we're going to look at like the week 1 lines and whatnot. So I'm going to, I don't know, NFL.
Yeah, the National Football League. Yeah, look that up.
I guess you're here.
Yes. There you go. Have you? Yes.
I couldn't find it here. It's not listed.
Yeah, I know. Why is it so low? I mean, I know it's not in season, but you think it'd be a little bit higher, huh?
Yeah, you would think. Futures. We have wins. Let's go. Why do they do this? Just put everything here. AFC East. We have Patriots. What is the real number here? So under 9.5 is plus 115 if you want to be safer, but pay more. Under 10.5 is minus 150.
Under 9.5 is plus 115. I don't even need to see their schedule. Bet it now. They are not making the playoffs next year, man. That team's offense. It's incredible to me, man. That their offense, the entire playoffs. They were a bunch of sad sacks out there.
Well, okay. In fairness,
no, we're not going to be fair on this. No, go ahead.
In fairness, Will Campbell was playing on like one leg. He was not healthy. In fact, he was so injured that he was tipping Seattle on what they would do. Like Seattle knew if it was going to be run or pass based on how Will Campbell is lining up. So like he was that injured, and so that was a major factor in the bad protection. You know, Drake May took at least five sacks in every game. Took 8 sacks in the Super Bowl. They also had receiver issues. Stephon Diggs was not healthy last year. They signed Doubs, as you said, and the Patriots top reporter said that AJ Brown is going to go there on June 1st. So Brown will be there. And they drafted Caleb Lamu in the first round, and I like him. I think he could be a nice upgrade. So I think their offense should be better this year. I think their defense could take a step back. They lost some defensive players, but they still have Vrabel, we think, who is a great defensive coach. So there's that. But, you know, I said, you know, however, but there's a however to the however, which is that, first of all, the schedule is a lot tougher. Think about last year. They played like every easy opponent imaginable. Like they played the Browns, they played the Titans, they played they played the NFC South. Like every single easy opponent you could possibly ask for, they had on the schedule. This year, however, yes, you said you don't care who's on the schedule, but let's look at it. So outside of the division, they get the Broncos. This are home games: Broncos, Raiders, Packers, Vikings, Steelers. That is not impossible, but it's tougher than last year. Their road games. Look at these road games: Bills, Bears, Lions, Chiefs, Chargers. We skipped the divisional 2 games here. Jaguars, Seattle. Like that is
the under, man.
That is so much tougher than it was last year, and of course. The other part of this is the distraction. How much of a distraction? I don't know. I don't know how to handicap this. We haven't like quite seen anything like this before, but it can't help. You know, it's not going to be a boost for this team. Like it can only be neutral or bad. So I think under 9.5 plus 115 or under 10.5 minus 150 if you want that for some reason. I think either way that is a winning bet.
Yeah, plus 115 for under 9.5. They're not going to be that good. I mean, come on. I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but like AJ Brown. I mean, he's
really good. He's really good.
Yeah, but it's like, come on. Like last year, what was going on?
Though that's the thing. Like he and Hurst didn't get along, and so I feel like a new location. I actually think it's going to be a positive for him. I think he could have a really good year. Just being in a new environment with a better passing quarterback who downfield at least. Look, I think Brown's stock is pointing up. I'll say that.
Okay, maybe. I mean, I think he's really solid. I don't think he's great. You know, I mean, it's. I think it's good for them, but I don't think it's as good as most people would think. That's how I feel. And look, Dobbs. I think Dobbs is good too, but like I don't know. I feel like he just.
I think Jay Brown's a top 10 receiver in the NFL. I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's in the 6 to 10 area.
Yeah, you also think Geno Smith is a top 10 quarterback, so
I mean, my an Asian lady suddenly.
You said I saw you tweeting about it, man. I'm like Amelia Bedelia. I take him literally.
The spelling bee. Yeah. The spell top 10 quarterback. GENOSMITH. No, he's I think he's firmly 6 to 10. Like the top 5 receivers in no order. So don't yell at me if I'm ordering these wrong. Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, JSN, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and CeeDee Lamb, I think. Or Justin Jefferson. So I would say that's top 6. And then I would say AJ Brown is like in the next 4. You have other candidates like, you have Drake London. I think Brown's better than London. You have George Pickens. I think Brown's better than Pickens. Chris Olave. I think Brown's better. I think Nico Collins. You could argue maybe Collins better. Malik Neighbors, but he's coming off the torn ACL. And then who? Like T. Higgins. I think Brown's better.
Oh, really? No, I'd take Higgins. I think Higgins would be a number 1 on any team but Cincinnati.
Oh, I mean,
Not on any
really.
team, but like on many teams, I should say.
Okay, all right. I mean, if you
Really?
want
I
to put
think Higgins is good, man.
yeah, I think he's really good. I would. You got to remember, look at the quarterbacks AJ Brown has been with in his career. Like Jalen Hurts was a Super Bowl MVP, but he's not a great downfield throw at all. And the other quarterback, he's played with Ryan Tannehill. Like that is his second best quarterback. Like he has not played with anyone like Drake May. So I'm pretty eager to see what he can do. But there is that distraction too, which could like derail their whole season.
Yeah, look, and I think there's merit to what you're saying, but I don't know. Yeah, the losing team hangover. I think that's true too. Can't make any. That's part of it as well. And it's just like you said, they have. I don't think you're wrong, but they have a tougher schedule. They kind of look. I mean, I'm telling you, like that Texans game, that they should have won by like 20 more points than they did. They're gifting them the ball, and they couldn't score. And you're telling me they could only beat. And I don't want to hear the snow because it wasn't the whole like 10-7 over Jarrett Stidham. Get out of my face, dude. Not you. I mean the people that are saying the Patriots, you know.
I'll leave my show.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, man. I'm just saying. I think like the under 9.5 or plus 115 looks pretty good to me. I got one for you. If I guess we know the opponent's just not the schedule, right?
Yes, the exact schedule comes out on Thursday.
Let's see the Miami Dolphins schedule.
Well, it's gonna be similar.
Yeah, but
they only have 3 different games. So each team has 3 special games. The 3 special games for the Patriots is Steelers, Jaguars, and Seahawks. For Miami, it'll be from the same divisions but lower tier teams. So if I had to guess, I think it's going to be Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and San Francisco. Let's see if I'm right.
Oh wow!
Indianapolis, Cincinnati, San Francisco. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, dude! How'd you know that? How'd you know that?
That's not impressive.
What did you do? How did you know the special team though?
Using my crystal ball of you just got to remember which teams finished in what place in the AFC North.
But the special game has no correlation to anything, isn't it? Just at random, or do I not understand that?
No, it's each team has 3 special games, and they're from 3 specific divisions. And so, if you know the divisions, you just have to know where.
Oh, I thought one of the games was just random for some reason. No,
they're not random. So
I'm not as impressed then. I thought you were just like pulling that out of thin air. I was like, damn.
I should have just been like you with the scores of
Wikipedia. Why didn't you? Yeah.
I'm not dishonest. So anyway, so here's how you know. Miami finished in 3rd in their division, so they would play the 3rd place teams of all those divisions. So Cincinnati finished 3rd, Indianapolis finished 3rd, and San Francisco finished 3rd.
I know that.
So for the Jets would play the Browns, the Titans, and the Cardinals.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm saying. See, I thought that the special team, because I knew how the placings worked from the previous year, and then they play one division, and then there's 6 division games. But I thought the new with the addition of the 17th game, I thought that was just kind of at random.
It's a non-conference opponent from a certain division.
Okay, so I didn't know that, but like I feel like that's really smart of them to do, because doesn't that like always like guarantee a Super Bowl rematch? Just be like, okay, like whatever it is, we'll have them play that division that year, or is it on like a cycle?
It's a cycle, so it's not guaranteed, but it gives you a better chance. And plus, it doesn't have you're not always in the same. And we have that this year, right? We have Seattle finished. No, we don't actually. For example, if it was Bills Seahawks, Seattle will finish 1st. And Buffalo would have finished 2nd, so they wouldn't be able to meet up unless they were playing against that division naturally, So I wish they would. I wish they would do that. I wish they would do like the 32nd place team, or sorry, the team drafting 32nd plays the team drafting 31st. Team drafting 30th plays 29th, and so on and so forth. So you have the 2 worst teams playing each other, Team 1 and Team 2. So it would be the Raiders playing against the Jets.
Okay.
But that's not how it works. But unfortunately, but that would guarantee a Super Bowl rematch.
Okay. Well, here, let's look at the schedule. Okay, 2026. Now, is this the 2026 season or from the 25, 26 season?
See, you're confusing yourself.
That's this coming season.
If the starting first week game is September of 2026, that's the 2026 season.
But then, like in 2020,
2027 next year.
So
12 months from now, we'll be looking at that second thing.
Let's look at the Dolphins schedule in 2026 because I have a possible Y2K pick brewing here, man.
Okay.
I got a Y2K pick brewing here. So first of all,
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
I
know exactly what it is. You don't have to tell me. Can I guess? Or I don't want to like.
Well, no, it's okay. Go ahead, guess.
Is it a team in the right column?
Yes.
Is it a team in the number 3 in the right column?
It's actually not.
It's not. What?
That's hilarious, though. No,
How
it's
is it
actually not. It's
no
not
way.
The Packers.
It has to be.
Because I'm trying to figure out a scenario where the Dolphins would be favored in week 1. No, the Dolphins would be favored in week 1. The only team I could see that happening against would be the New York Jets. Look, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like if let's say that it doesn't matter who they play, bet against the Dolphins in week 1. I'm telling you now, bet against the Dolphins. I don't care how high the spread is. Do not care. Do not take Miami in week 1 because I'm telling you, man.
And he froze.
Because I love Malik Willis,
Yeah.
But like, sorry.
You froze for a second. You're like, I'm telling you now, here's why. And then you froze. It's like, I guess we'll never know. Are you back? Hello? Earth Tom. The wonky Florida connection there. Are you there now? I don't know. First, for some reason, like everyone in Florida always has activity issues. Are you there now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what's weird? I for the first time like today, I've been having some internet issues. It's been a long time since that's happened. I don't know why.
Yeah, it happens to Charlie too. It happens to Charlie too. Not Kenny. So maybe although you're in Kenny's neck of the woods, I think. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's usually really reliable here, but lately it's been like it's actually like kind of screwed me up at work. That's fine though. No, okay. But so I'm saying like I think everyone's high on Malik Willis, myself included. I thought he was in some cases you could almost argue he did better than when Love was in there, maybe. But he was
definitely.
He was a solid backup. I think this is going to be like a Matt Flynn situation. Well, that's actually a very poor comparison. Let me take that back. But it's like, like he plays some good games and he's going to go somewhere else. I'm not saying it won't work out, but it's like he kind of came into it like a decent situation with Green Bay, like the Dolphins aren't Green Bay. Like I wonder, like, and I hope he does well. I really like him as a player, but I could see it like he could return to the version of himself from Tennessee. Like, what would be stopping him in an organization like where it is currently, in a spot that it is like the Dolphins, like the spot the Dolphins are in.
Right.
I mean, they're not a Green Bay Packers. You know what I mean? They're rebuilding, and yeah, like I hope he does well, but I could just see him getting crushed like that first game, like no matter who it is. So I'm just telling you right now, like I think that's much, much, much more likely than the Dolphins winning, like them getting their asses beat. Like,
well, I think anytime you have a new head coach and a new quarterback on a team, that is usually a recipe for disaster in week 1. It's like a 30% covering rate. I really want to go through and find like the exact number, but usually it is a loser, and that is Miami's situation. It's not like they have a first time. It's not like they have a coach coaching this team for the first time, kind of like Vrabel last year. Hafley has never been a head coach in the NFL. So like Vrabel has been. Pete Carroll was last. He was the first time with the Raiders last year, but he coached for Seattle beforehand. Like this is first time Hafley is going to be preparing for a regular season game. So he has that going against him, and the Malik Willis stuff. Like And the fact that like they really don't have any receivers. I like Chris Bell, who's the 3rd-round pick in the draft. Charlie said that he has DK Metcalf type upside, but he fell to the 3rd round because of injuries and like personality issues. But like if he can, it's just be okay like off the field, and if he's not hurt, then he could be a good number 1 receiver for Miami down the road. But this is going to be his first game. So Miami is a lot of rookies. Like they have a lot of new players. I feel like they're going to have to gel. And so I could see this team being better in the second half of the season. But I think you're right. Like they are going to have major issues in week 1. And I frankly, I don't care if they're favored or not. It doesn't matter to me. Like if they're I can't go down this list of teams like where I would be afraid to go against them. Maybe Kansas City if Mahomes is out. I can see that possibly, but maybe at the Raiders, if that's their first game, maybe I just don't want to bet the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders would be favored by like 2.5. I don't want to bet the Raiders, and if they're at the Jets, that's a little tricky because the Jets might be favored, but every other team here, or maybe the Colts too, because we don't know Daniel Jones' situation. Like 13 of those 17 teams, I would be fine, very, very comfortable betting against Miami in week 1.
Take whoever Miami's playing in week 1, like minus 29.5.
The alt 9, yeah.
70-20. Slow.
Yeah.
70.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about the game. We were on Denver.
We took the Broncos. We had the Broncos.
Yeah.
We love. Yeah. Oh, I love Denver. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, because it ended the way it did, but like that line was, it seemed like the line was begging you to take Miami in the spot. Hey, I'm going to get some more unsweet iced tea. Give me like a second. I'll be right back. You think you can hold it down for like 37 seconds?
No, I can't. It's gonna be a disaster.
All right, I'll try to be fast then.
All right, let's read some comments. What does Kalshi say about the odds that one of Dianna's children is Mike's? Well, I actually did look it up, and there's nothing, unfortunately, on Kalshi. This is surprising. Like you can bet everything on Kalshi. Like how do they not have this? But you can bet who's the Patriots head coach in week 1. And from memory, I believe Vrabel is like minus 220 and Josh McDaniels is plus 230. I didn't click on other markets. I just saw those two. So yeah, it's almost 3-1 odds that Josh McDaniels will be coaching the Patriots in week 1. But we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it when Tom comes back. Let's see. The angry white man says Vrabel shouldn't be fired, but he should consider stepping down. This is a major distraction. I don't know. I mean, if I'm Vrabel, I'm not stepping down. I feel like it's not like this news broke during the season. Like if this broke like a day before week 1, then I could see it being a distraction. But it's May, and by the time that September rolls around, like, is anyone still going to be talking about this? I mean, maybe, but it's not going to be like capture the news as much, So I don't know. It's a distraction now, but like they're not preparing for a game. So I think it's I think it's going to be okay. I like I said, we'll talk about it when Tom gets back. No tax on overtime. There should be no tax on anything, I think. Tom is back. I've been reading some comments here. Drew says, "Hey Walt and that ducking guy Cracky. By the way, did both of you see that drama today between Flock Fantasy and some guy named Joe? I don't know. When I saw your comment, Drew, I tried to look it up on X and I didn't really see anything. So if you could like enlighten me or point me in the right direction, or that'd be appreciated. I know who Flock Fantasy is. I've seen like 1 or 2 of his videos. I can't say I was that impressed, but I can't say that I didn't think his content was bad. I just like seemed like mediocre content to me. So I don't know if you could tell me what happened. That'd be great. Maybe I'll look into it after the show. But I on a quick search, I didn't see anything. So yeah, I don't know. Mike Vrabel's like, you never took me on a boat. Actually, like Vrabel's wife has been like oddly quiet through this whole thing. Like you heard the Dianna Russini's husband, he ordered a paternity test for his kids, so he's at least doing something. Like Vrabel's, we haven't heard anything from Vrabel's wife. I don't think, at least I haven't. So I don't know. I have a feeling that she knew about this, and maybe she was staying with him for the kids. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not, but the fact that she hasn't said anything. Or maybe she's consulting with her lawyers, and her lawyers told her not to say anything. So maybe that's it too. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure there are going to be more things to come. And I think we've read everything. Here we go. Vrabel's wife should think twice before she goes on a boat ride with him now. Yeah, right. And the week before the Super Bowl, maybe the day before, Harvin punched Golden Tate in the face. I like vaguely remember. I vaguely remember something like that, but I'm not. I don't know. I feel like something. Yeah, it's just like maybe I read. I don't think I was too interested in it, but I remember some. I do remember something like that, but I don't know if it was Harvin. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we
remember when Golden Tate did that. He caught that against the Rams that Monday night game, and he who is the defender?
You're still having internet. Like you're still having internet. You're still having internet issues. You broke up there.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know if you're back or not, but I like we were talking about. Well, real quick. What'd you say? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Before we get into Vrabel, I brought up the Packers as your Y2K pick, not week 1, but I think later on in the season when they play the Packers at Green Bay, I think that's a possibly bet on game for Miami. Obviously they're going to be a big underdog, but usually like when a coach plays against his former team. Not always, but usually it's a benefit because he knows the system and everything. He knows the players. He knows how to game plan against them. But this is a weird dynamic here for Miami because they're not only is their head coach a former Packer from last year, their GM is a former Packer and their quarterback is a former Packer. Like they're basically like. People who retire and go to Miami. Like that's basically it. Like they're Green Bay South right now. So if there's anyone who knows Green Bay, it's this Dolphins team. So unless this is week 1 or week 2, if this is like middle of the season and they go to Green Bay, maybe not in the cold at the end of the year, but if it's like October, November, and they go to Green Bay and they're like plus 10.5 or 11.5, I think Miami's going to look pretty good. So I thought that's what you're going to point out.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm thinking like week 1. I don't know. I think people are going to be high on Malik Willis.
Excuse me. I like him in fantasy. I can't. He's not like one of my favorite sleepers, but I usually end up with him more often than not, as in comparison to some other quarterbacks in double digit rounds.
You better pray he does it, man.
Well, he's going to have the running ability. If anything, he's going to be able to score fantasy points on scrambles.
You like quarterbacks that pick up fantasy points with their legs.
Yeah.
You don't care how they get it though, right? As long as they put up the points.
Points wins championships.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be like, oh, like he had 50, and like 30 of them were for rushing yards.
Why would I care?
No, but like maybe it's. I don't know. I'm just being stupid.
I don't know. I feel like there's always like a floor when your quarterback can run. You're going to get those rushing yards. Maybe you don't get the passing yards, but you're at least going to get running yards. And like Justin Fields, it was always like a decent fantasy quarterback. Like it was a bad real life quarterback, but a decent fantasy quarterback because he could always run, and he would pick up some yards, some points. And if for some reason he threw well that day, then you were going to win your game against your opponent. So I like that floor. Now there's a downside, but mobile quarterbacks are going to be more injury prone than non-mobile quarterbacks. But guys can get hurt all the time. So I'm fine with Willis. I like I said, I like having that floor. How about Miami starting the season at home versus former coach as the OC of the Chargers? Yeah, that's the other end of it. And Mike McDaniel.
Superchargers, you think?
Andy and I did a show on Wednesday about our favorite Super Bowl 61 odds right now, which I could pull up here. I put this cool chart together. I don't know if you saw it. It's on the site. So the best odds from each sportsbook for each team. We had the Chargers
doing the NFL championship.
Yes. The NFL championship.
Yeah, the NFL championship game.
Yeah.
You ever see some sports books? They'll call it like NFL championship game. Like it must be like they can't use the word Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't use it. Yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay to be able to use it. Yeah, but I am a journalist.
Like futures battle, like NFL championship.
Yeah, you can use it for journalistic purposes, and I am a journalist, so apparently.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So
I can use it.
See what we got here.
Yeah. So Chargers 16-1.
I'm in and out here.
What'd you say? You're going in and
Sorry,
out.
my internet's cutting. Yeah. Sorry, my internet's cutting in and out here.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
let's keep going. Yeah.
Real quick. Chargers 16-1 is something that we both liked, and I want to bet the Chargers. The Chargers, after 3 weeks last year, were the best team in the NFL. I think they clobbered the Chiefs in Brazil, and then they beat the Raiders, whatever. But then they beat Denver, and they two at the time two good opponents, one of which was a blowout. And Herbert looked great, defense looked great, and then disaster struck week 4 when Joe Alt got hurt. And the Chargers ended up losing that game. They couldn't block after that because they're missing both tackles.
I bet Giants money line that game.
Yeah, Mekhi Becton. I remember you liking the Giants. Mekhi Becton was he was in and out of the lineup. He was out of shape. So and then Joe Alt came back for that Thursday night game against Minnesota, and then they beat Minnesota, but then he got hurt again, and so it was just a disastrous season for the Chargers. Now they're all healthy. Both their tackles are healthy for now. Like, who knows if that'll change, but right now they're healthy. And they have Mike McDaniel hired to improve that offense. I think he's going to do well with Herbert. McDaniel was a pretty abysmal head coach, but he's been a good play caller in the past. So I like that. Yeah, I really like the Chargers at 16-1. They're one of my 5 favorite bets here. So it sounds like you like them as well.
I don't know. You can never go wrong with the Superchargers. This could be their year.
Yeah.
But how about the Dallas Cowboys?
So Andy bet that at 35-1 when it was
Really?
35-1. Now it's 25-1. Yeah. So it got bet down. So someone likes it.
Someone likes it.
In addition to Andy, yeah.
Dude, don't take the Ravens. I'll tell you that right now. That team sucks.
I disagree. I think the Ravens are a good bet this year.
No.
I like that they changed their coach. I think it's going to help a lot. It feels like the team just got tired of John Harbaugh. Last year, you got to remember, last year they played like 4 games where they had no one on their team. Like their entire team was hurt.
I know that.
And despite all those losses they had, they were 1 win away from making the playoffs. And also Lamar Jackson was never healthy after week 4. He got hurt in the Chiefs game week 4. He missed some time. He came back and he just wasn't 100%. And now he will be. And again, I like that they're going to have some new fire in their head coach. It could maybe remind us of how the Buccaneers would always they do well, but not well enough under Tony Dungy. And then when they brought in John Gruden, they won the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but I think they could still have the same, like some a new voice, some new energy. I think that could really help them.
And look, that's fair, but I just from the eye test, it's like I think Lamar Jackson is really great. I just don't think he's got what it takes to get it done. And I don't dislike him. If he does, I'll be happy to eat my words. But it's just like, it just seems like he's just not going to get over the hump. Like when you need him to make a throw, man, he can't. So it's like, I don't know. I just have like a lot of things. Could they do it? Absolutely. But then they lost that last game to the Steelers. Didn't they lose both games to the Steelers last year?
Yeah.
How are you going to let that happen? That Steelers team sucked too. I know they made the playoffs, but
Jackson wasn't healthy. That's how that happened.
Still, but that Steelers team was bad. I know they made the playoffs, but that Steelers team
they were bad.
Sucked.
They were bad. They led people astray, and Week 1, people were taking them against Houston, and that turned out to be a big mistake.
Yeah, and then I mean, they blew that lead. I know it was against Buffalo in Week 1, but like Buffalo's a very strong team. But I mean, come on, man.
That was Henry. Yeah, on top of the injuries, Henry also coughed up 2 games with fumbles, too. Like,
yeah,
it felt like that was like a Murphy's Law year for the Ravens. I feel like they're definitely due to bounce back. I'd be shocked if they don't make the playoffs. But something Andy and I said, I brought this up. He agreed. It feels like you either, if you like Buffalo, you can't take Baltimore, and if you like Baltimore, you can't take Buffalo. It just feels like they're like the same odds, If you bet one and if you bet both, you're not going to make that much money because they're going to like cancel out, and plus they're going to be going against each other at some point in the playoffs, you would think. So yeah,
there's a shot of that. Huh?
And I do think I would rather bet Buffalo than Baltimore, especially given that you have the Patriots on the decline, and so if that's true, if we're both right that the Patriots are going to be worse this year, Buffalo's not going to have a legitimate competition in their division, whereas the Ravens will. Because I'll tell you this, I like the Bengals at 25-1. I've already bet that.
How the turntables have. I hate the Bengals all the last 3 years, and guess what? You were right too. So I got to give you some props, and now you're like them again. Can you remember an offseason where the Bengals didn't have some sort of issue? Like Joe Burrow calf injury. Is he going to be healthy? Jamar Chase contract. Is he going to resign? T. Higgins contract. Is he going to resign? Bengals lost a lot of players to free agency. Are they going to be able to have a good defense? Like, it seems like every offseason they've had some sort of drama. This is the first offseason where there's no drama at all. And they've improved their defense. They got Dexter Lawrence. They got a bunch of other guys, Boye Mafe, Cook from the Chiefs, good safety. Jonathan Allen is not that good anymore, but still better than what they had. They've made improvements. Burrow is healthy. Chase and Higgins are both signed. Their offensive line is not bad. It feels like there's nothing wrong now. It feels like this might be their opportunity. And by the way, they play against the NFC South. So they're 25-1. They were 19-1 last year, and they're better now than they were last year. I might take that then, huh?
Yeah.
Show me the odds for the Saints. Show me the odds for the Saints. I
bet the Saints. What do you think they are? Before
I got them at 100-1.
Okay, that is exactly what they are. They're 100-1 on BetMGM. About 80-1 elsewhere. So yeah. Do you want to explain why you like the Saints? Because I talked about them on Wednesday. It's might be nice to hear a new voice about them.
Y'all don't know. Y'all do not know. Tyler Shuck is the guy. He's going to be the man. Like I'm envisioning. Like I think there's a good chance that he could have a year like Aaron Rodgers' second year. That was the 09-10 season.
Yeah.
When they went 11-5, Rodgers had a solid year.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say he came out of nowhere, but remember the year previous, they were 6-10 and they kind of lost a lot of close games.
Mm-hmm.
A little better than their record indicated, but they weren't, he wasn't lighting it up. But then that next year, he really came on and then the subsequent year he won the Super Bowl. I think Shuck could have a year like 2009 Aaron Rodgers. And this Saints team, I've been saying it since the end of last season. I bet the Saints so many times throughout the season, even early on when Rattler, they were probably the team I handicapped the most accurate. I had a really good year last year.
You did.
But the Saints, like, make no mistake, like this is a team on the come up, and there's no way anyone can convince me otherwise. Absolutely not. Like this is a team that's a dark horse. They should be like 40 or 50-1, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
To win the Super Bowl. Like Shuck is good, and now they have Jordan Tyson. That's a sign too now, But it's and like I would bet Tyson definitely to be offensive rookie of the year, without a doubt. Shuck is I think going to be that good, and you can tell this is the biggest factor for me. You can see the excitement, even though they were eliminated from the playoffs last year. Like the coaching staff is all in, like the players are, like you can tell, like the locker room is all together, and like they were fighting, like even though they were eliminated like the last 3 games last year. If they had that game against the Titans, like the Titans were starting to play better, you know, and the Saints had like nobody at receiver, and they found a way to win that game. That was awesome.
Yeah,
their team, their stars on the rise, man. And I'm telling you what, they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they're gonna make the playoffs. And you're holding 101 ticket for a team that makes the playoffs. You're in mighty good shape. You know that's you know,
it's great hedging opportunity. I'm looking at the TV right now. I have a 70-1 on the Spurs. You know,
are you serious?
Oh yeah. I bet that in August, 70-1. I haven't even hedged yet. I will definitely hedge with against Oklahoma City. But that's like it's a $70 bet, so like 4,900 in equity.
Holy cow! Oh my god!
you think that's good? I at the Texas Open about a month ago, I had 140-1 on Andrew Putnam, and he was the favorite on Sunday for about an hour and a half. So I had 14,000 in equity. I was like making all these like hedge bets. I was like 20 units on Spawn. Some guy on Twitter is like, dude, you're gonna lose a lot of money. I'm like, no, I won't.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man. So how much? So you ended up winning though? Yeah.
No, Putnam lost. He missed a 3-foot putt.
But what do the hedges get there?
Oh yeah. Spawn got there. So yeah, I made money, not nearly as much as I would have made with Putnam.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a disappointment. That was the last time I lost a golf tournament. Was the Texas Open. We hit 3 in a row since, and this tournament this weekend looks wonky. The power hitters I thought that would come through because this is a long golf course, but the guys at the top are accurate guys, and my model is just incorrect then. So we have 2 guys in the mix, so there's still a chance, but my formula for this golf course was off. For some reason, the accurate guys are doing so well, which is really surprising to me because the fairway's wider this week and the golf course is longer. I don't know why, but it's a tricky golf course, I guess. But anyway,
man, I was thinking about it was I think it was 2023, the Masters, and I don't know if you remember. This was when we had
Koepka.
Yeah, Koepka, and then John Rahm came back. He blew it in the last game. That one.
John Rahm was like a charging bull on Sunday. That was
oh wow! Don't get in the way of that.
Yeah, no, that's what it felt like. It felt like he was maybe not a bull. It felt like Koepka was being chased by a lion, like he was a zebra being chased by the lion in Savannah. Like that's what it felt like, and he just like zoomed past him, and that was like randomly. Phil Mickelson also caught Koepka, and Mickelson finished T2, like 54-year-old Mickelson, like just randomly.
Yeah, that one. But then we did hit with Brooks later that year. But I remember, so there was like at some point it was like day 3. Mm-hmm. There was like a tree like randomly fell over at the Masters.
Yeah. So it was like a hurricane conditions.
Yeah, but like luckily like no one was hurt. But my cousin was telling me, like, we heard about it, and he's like, can you imagine that? He's like, you've been a golf fan your whole life. It's always been your dream to go to the Masters, and you get there and a freaking tree falls on you. Because, like, the Masters is something, like, you don't really go there by mistake, I feel like.
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, like, you might... maybe I'm wrong, but like that's like an all-day event, like as opposed to like you might drag someone to a basketball game. It's like, okay, like I can deal with this for a couple hours, But like you're at the Masters, like you're probably a golf fan, But it's like you golf fan your whole life, always dream to go to the Masters. And you get there and finally get to go, and tree falls on you.
That's funny.
Luckily no one was hurt, like I said. So
the PGA Championship, by the way, which is next week, is right around the corner from my house. Actually, it's right around the corner from my wife's work.
Oh my! Can you cover the eyes on the ground segment that week?
Andy asked me the same question. He's like, "Are you going to go?" I'm like, I don't. Well, first of all, I have 2 kids. I can't. For that reason, I can't go. And second, like, I don't think I could finish the tournament. And by that, I don't think I could walk the golf course. Like my back is so bad, and I have a sprained ankle still.
Yeah, you're. Well, I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't think I could finish the tournament. Like, not golfing. I don't think I could walk the tournament. They'd have to like set up a golf cart for me, and have to like be wheeled around. Like,
well, who's gonna run the eyes on the ground segment? I mean, are you gonna fly me up? I can expense my ticket.
You want to fly up? Get some inside info like we had from the Masters. Rory looking incredible.
Yeah.
We'll
I'll be on the eyes on the ground. Everyone will start into the segment.
I'm sure our source is going to be there for the PGA Championship. I think. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Our source is a former golfer, so yeah. I mean, he's always there. So
okay, well,
that's what I was saying. That like what I said the day before the Masters. I was like, he told us Rory looks incredible. To quote him, incredible. And so I was like, okay, that's good enough for me. I'll bet him. So we'll see. We'll see if he comes up with anything. I hope so. Anyway,
let me know. Yeah, because I'm telling you, the Saints are going to win the division. The Panthers, I mean, maybe. I don't know if they're going to come back and have, why, like because they made the playoffs on because another team won, and they played a great game against the Rams, but just because of that, they're going to be like great now. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like because of that playoff performance, people are going to think like they're going to run away with this division somehow. I'm going to say not so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my message. That's my message to the doubters of the Saints. I think they're going to win that division. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Say it. I'm like Ernie Johnson now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think it would be that bad to sprinkle Shuck for MVP. I'm just saying, like put like $10 on it if it's like 100 to 1.
Okay.
I think, if they win that division, he's like lighting it up. Like, I could say he was, maybe you could put yourself in a head situation with that. Like, what if he had a year like Rodgers, that 09 Rodgers season? Like, that was a really, really good year. Was it MVP worthy? No, but I don't know.
Yeah, Saints need another year to eat that cap, then they can build properly next season, off season. They have a good team. They have it's not their defense is not incredible, but it's good. It's solid. Their offensive line, I'm a fan. I really like what they've done with some first round picks. They have Olave. They have Jordan Tyson now. Juwan Johnson had a great year last year.
Yeah.
This is not very bullish for me. They did sign Travis Etienne, however you want to say his name.
You're dreaming, man. I love Etienne.
I really don't like Etienne. He only did well last year because of Liam Cohen. Any running back who gets separated from Liam Cohen struggles. But he is at least better than what they had last year when Kamara got hurt. And then I agree with Tom about Shuck. Like I think Shuck really impressed last year. He had a really rough first game against the Rams, and then he got better and better each week. And why can't he keep getting better? And I like Kellen Moore. I think he did a great job with that team last year. Like first half of the season, they were a dreadful team and they were competitive in a lot of games. Yeah. And then they got going. They swept the Panthers in the second half of the season. I think that was impressive. And they're just going to keep getting better. So
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, like, they shouldn't be like 20 to 1 or anything, but I agree with Tom. Like 40 to 1, 50 to 1 is like pretty reasonable. And that's exactly what Tampa is. Tampa is 40 or 50 to 1. This should be the Saints right here. 40, like right here, right behind the Jaguars.
Yeah. And you know what? You can tell by the way they play, like, and like interact on the sidelines, like they really like their coach. They really like Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just telling you, like, that's he's got that locker room. Like I really think that's a good play. You've lost your mind. Travis Etienne, come on, man. He's going to be the speed back out of there.
He got benched for a Tank Bigsby in 2024 season.
Yeah. The Tank himself.
The Tank. It's Cartavius Bigsby.
Man, don't be hating on Etienne. You're a hater. He's gonna be scurry, and he's a speed back.
He's my my fantasy bus article will be published Sunday. He's on there.
You're dreaming, man.
I'm bullish on the Saints. I thought that was a bad signing.
Oh, who do you think they should have gotten?
Anyone
over Etienne?
Get Emmett Johnson in the draft. Actually, I like
you're going to say Emmett Smith.
Emmett Smith. The Saints getting the buckle. Can't change the stripes of the leopard.
Oh my God, man! No, come on. I think that's not going to be bad. I think that's going to work because they don't need him to be great. You know, they've got weapons. I like Juwan Johnson. If Olave stays healthy, they got Jordan Tyson. Like, Shuck is the man. I really like. They did some good things with some players you never heard of at the end of last year. So I'm just saying, I think I'm really high on the Saints this year. So you're gonna, and I think
there's them already.
Oh, because of me?
No, I liked them at the end of last year. I was betting them all the time.
Oh man, I was hoping to give you like credit for like a good pick or something. You could be like,
I like your breakdown. No, we've been in lockstep with the Saints since the midway point of the season.
I just like to give a winner to the buddies, you know. I've given you some winners before,
of course. Yeah,
as have you.
Yeah, we've given each other a lot of winners.
Yeah. That is kind of funny when you think of our like relationship. Like we've known, as most people know, we've known each other for almost 22 years now. But yeah, like over the course of it, like we've both come up like collectively, like hooked each other up with a lot of winners or like helped confirm the feeling, you know.
And it feels like when we're lockstep, we usually like hit like almost 100%.
Yeah. That is one thing that's different about you than I would say like with anyone else I've ever like talked betting with. Mm-hmm. Like usually like when we're thinking the same thing, like think about like I'm talking like 08, 09. I remember a couple times.
Yeah, Eagles over Vikings Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that was a Y2K pick. Yeah,
but the Colts over Chiefs in that like week 4 game or week 4 game.
Oh my God, yeah. How about shoot? What was the one that I was just thinking of that you gave me? What was remember the 49ers over the Cardinals? And what was it? That was, oh my God. Yeah, it was like I think it was a Monday night game. Mm-hmm. I had a big bet on the 49ers. They were bad that year. Mm-hmm. I think the Cardinals had just beat the Vikings, I think, and then they went in that game thinking like this will be an easy one because I think the 49ers were like 5-11 that year. They weren't good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one we loved. There was one I remember you were like, I was thinking of the Jets or something. I just wrote back pick of the month. That's the first thing I said, and it hit.
Yeah.
That was like 09. No, 08, 09. I think it was 08, the 08 season. I can't remember what game it was, but you've given like when we both have like that feeling. It's those games. There's some good ones. Holy cow! One of them I talked about this not too long ago. Remember that 6-0 Denver team when Josh McDaniels was the Kyle Orton versus the Patriots? Oh my God, dude! Or they're 5-0 and they won that game, and we took. What were they? Were they +3?
Yeah, they're +3. Yeah, they're home dogs +3.
Yeah, and they won. I remember my buddy Ronnie that we
I love Walter.
In all caps. It's just 3 words. I love Walter. That was so funny. Man.
And I think he was the guy who said Culpepper's coming out.
Yeah.
We've talked about this a lot.
Oh, my bad.
This whole conversation.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I prefaced that though.
Yeah, I know. When was the last time the Chiefs were 16-1? They're up here 16-1. So I like the point Cam Eagles making. Like this, we're getting this team at an unnatural price, but Mahomes coming off the 20 ACL, and this roster sucks, man. This Chiefs roster is so bad. I can't get myself, even if they're 24-1, 25-1, I won't take it. I don't think they're winning this year. They have no pass rush. They have no secondary. They lost their entire secondary. I don't think people realize how bad that is. Like they have all new players in the secondary. Mahomes, like I said, ACL, the offensive line still not that good. Yeah, they signed Kenneth Walker. Who cares? He showed he can't handle a full workload.
Well, the Super Bowl MVP you're talking about, man.
I know.
How
he
dare
didn't score a touchdown. He didn't score a touchdown, by the way.
How dare you, man?
And they still have no receiver outside of Rashee Rice, and who knows if he can stay out of jail. Like this is a disaster of a team. Like, this team sucks. I think they're well behind the Chargers. Like the fact that the Chiefs and the Chargers having the same odds is insane. I think like the Chargers are like clearly better than the Chiefs. We saw that last year when the Chargers destroyed them in week 1. Both teams are healthy. I know. I guess you could say Rashee Rice didn't play in the game, but Rashee Rice wouldn't have made that much of a difference.
Why are the Jaguars where they are?
It's a good
question. Because they lost Travis Etienne. That's why. In your face, Walter.
Oh, man, you're right. I relent. You're right.
Well, you can get them at 30-1. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. They lost their best player, Devin Lloyd. they're the best defensive player, I should say.
And the Colts at 65-1. I don't know, man. It seems
that's Daniel Jones question mark. They're the toughest team to handicap because coming off the torn Achilles is so tough for any quarterback.
It's true.
Think Rodgers and Cousins in 2024. They were coming off torn Achilles. They're both awful. So I don't know. And Jones is the guy. Those guys don't even run. Not Rodgers not anymore. He used to, but like Jones relies a lot on his running, and torn Achilles will prevent that from happening. Like that's so. I don't know. But the Colts, the flip side of that argument, the Colts look like the best team in the NFL when they went into the Chargers stadium and destroyed them. I don't know if you remember that game. That was about week 7 or so, or maybe week 8. And the Colts were like, what, minus 2.5 or something at San Angeles. And they did whatever they wanted to against that defense. Like Daniel Jones had the game of his life. Evan and I were betting Colts team total over and over again, and it kept hitting. That they look like the best team in the league in that instance. And then Jones, they went to Germany. They barely beat Atlanta in overtime. Then they came back off the bye, and Jones got hurt, and they never won a game. They never won a game after that Germany game.
Wow. I remember that now.
Yeah,
that sucked. Yeah. They were really looking good. They won the Battle of Horses too on a crazy play, but that's bragging rights,
given how underwhelming the AFC was, they could have easily gone to the Super Bowl if they all stayed healthy, but they didn't.
This whole year was underwhelming. I know I said this before, but it's like I can't get over that the Seattle Seahawks and I love Sam Darnold. I'm happy for him, but like I can't believe that that was the team that won. I mean, yeah, they were good, but it's just like there was no. And I mentioned this during the course of the year on the show. Yeah. It's like who's good? Who was good?
Yeah,
it's like the Rams, of course, had flashes, and like the AFC was going to be either the Patriots or the Broncos. Yeah, they had moments during the season, but they're also like could be boring to watch at times too.
Yeah,
and it was just kind of like same thing. Like, well, the Seahawks weren't always boring to watch. They weren't in the Super Bowl. I didn't think so, but I mean. And then the NFC, like I guess, like the Rams were, they made it to the NFC Championship game. That was like the real Super Bowl in a way.
Oh yeah, the Rams punt returner doesn't muff the punt, they might win the game.
Yeah, it's just so weird. It's like the Seahawks were really good, but they just didn't strike me as like a super dominant team. Like I won't say at any point. Like obviously they were really good. But I don't know. Like they didn't. Like no team had like that killer instinct where you knew it's like, damn, like they're going to be really tough to beat this year. I just never got that feeling. I can't remember the last time I've like felt that way about like with the season.
I think a lot of things happen to derail teams. Like I just said, the Chargers looked like the best team after week 3. They got a lot of injuries. The Colts looked like the best team. Jones got hurt. The Ravens had a lot of talent, got injured. Lamar Jackson never healthy. The Chiefs had problems too, but like it's a lot of injuries. I feel like derailed teams, and really, if you think about it, the Bills should have been in the Super Bowl, not the Patriots. The Bills got screwed in that Denver game, and I think they beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship. So it would have been Seahawks Bills, which would have been much more competitive. I don't know if the Bills win, but at least it would have been very close, and it could have gone either way. But yeah, the Patriots just outmatched because they weren't the best team. The Bills, I think, were the best team in the AFC by the end of it, but so many things happened in the Denver game to screw them, and some of it was their own fault, like those stupid fumbles that they had. Remember that Josh Allen play right before halftime, like he threw the ball backward, oh. It's so dumb. Like they're the better team. What are you doing? Stop doing stupid things.
I know. Exactly. No, that was a tough one. Because remember, I had that $5 parlay from June for the Bills. The last leg was the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was like 40-1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, $5 to win 200.
Did you hedge? You had 200 in equity. Did you hedge?
No. Because also because I really thought that they had a good, and I mean, also this wasn't a year to hedge. It's like who? I mean, I guess I could do each team they play to win the Super Bowl, but I mean,
we just take that we're in the game, and
Yeah, I guess that's true, but I guess either would have worked. I don't know.
That's like what do you bet $10 on it? Like I don't know.
Yeah. I know, right? Like at that point, like I'm gonna have a $5 profit. It's like might as well like let it ride, for a $5 bet.
Yeah, you probably start hedging the AFC Championship. That's probably when you start doing it.
I don't know. For $5, I don't need. If it was like 5 to win, I don't know, something crazy. Like if it was 1,000 to 1, like 5 to win 5,000, sure. But,
yeah.
Or even 1,000. Probably.
Well, it's two. It's not 5. It's 200. The 200 equity is what you have. So
no, I understand. I'm saying if the odds were even crazier, like they would have to be like
I know what you're saying.
Like 500 to 1 or 1,000 to 1 or something like that, something crazy like that. 40 to 1, on a $5 bet though. It's not like. Oh, I mean, it's a $5 bet I placed it in June, and then they got eliminated in January, so I was holding it for like $5 over 7 months. It's like it's not real anymore.
I know you tie up your money so long. It's I don't know. It seems like trivial by the end of it, But as we know, the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, and that was an underwhelming game. And I when you were gone getting a drink, I talked about someone asked the Kalshi odds if there were Kalshi odds on Dianna Russini's child being Mike Vrabel's, and there weren't. They didn't have odds, unfortunately. But we did have. I don't know if you saw those AI clips where they're on Maury, and Maury is like, Mike Vrabel, you are the father. Yeah. So great. But they did have odds. Man. They did have odds on who is going to be the Patriots head coach in Week 1. Off memory, Vrabel is minus, I believe, 220. Actually, I have it right here. Vrabel is minus 239. And McDaniels is plus 295. I don't know if they have any other markets here. Mike Tomlin is 30 to 1. If you want to bet that. So what do you think happens? Do you think Vrabel is going to be fired, or do you think he should be fired? I guess 2 separate questions.
Give me $10 on Tomlin.
Tomlin,
yeah.
You have Kalshi. You can sign up.
That's true.
It's available for you.
Dude, we got viewers. What's up, Gregory Matthews, PH Dizzle? We got viewers from LinkedIn. Sick, bro. We made it.
We're on. So some people may not know this. We're using StreamYard to record. Like we're not using YouTube's platform. We're using StreamYard. And StreamYard lets you record to like so many things at once. Like right now, we're streaming to YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. And we could also do Instagram, but like you need a key or something. I don't know. I haven't like logged in Instagram in like 3 years, so I don't know how that works. But there are other options as well. I don't know. I probably should explore them. I wish there was a Rumble, but there's no Rumble yet. But yeah, we are streaming to like 5 or 6 different locations right now. So
wow,
it is pretty cool to see some from LinkedIn though.
We've got global reach now.
Global. I think YouTube wasn't global.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No. It was information superhighway. We're all over it, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about?
Well, you didn't answer my question.
Oh, what was the? Oh, should he be fired? I don't know, man. Dude, what the hell is this guy doing? What is he doing?
Yeah.
Like, why is Vrabel doing this? Come on, dude. Are you that dumb?
I mean, he's fallen in love with this woman. I don't know.
Oh man, her? I don't know.
Her.
No, I just no.
Like
I'm
her?
sorry. I didn't mean that. That was real. That was actually really mean of me to say. I take that back. That wasn't okay for me to say. I'm sorry.
That's something I would say.
No, she's just. Yeah, I apologize. That wasn't okay. What I mean is she's not like my type at all. So I'm sorry. She's pretty, but she's not my type.
Her?
No, that's truly. That's what I meant by that. I know it didn't come off that way. I apologize sincerely. I didn't mean any. For all the people that are gonna watch this.
Oh man, that's getting clipped. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
No, she's just not my type. So I don't.
People
know.
have different types.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't get involved in scandal and of any kind. Or any drama of any kind, and I don't want to get involved in anybody else's. It's going to be a big cloud hanging over their head, though. I'll tell you that much. I actually brought this up. I want to read the comment. I was answering this.
He says Vrabel shouldn't be fired, but he should consider stepping down. This is a major distraction. So I argue that it's a major distraction now, but it's May and there's no games to be had in the
it
next
could blow
4
over.
months.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about this in September? Maybe new stuff surfaces, and we are talking about them.
If that baby does end up being his, yeah.
Oh
my God. Yeah. I don't know. I hate to see stuff like this because it's like, now you got to drag in like the people that it's really harming, the families and like now they're cast into, and like people are like making fun of them for like, because, for something that was like, they had no control over. It's just, I just hate to see that for people.
Yeah, a lot of people saying if they feel bad for the spouses. Well,
yeah.
Look, in normal circumstances, sure. Like, but you don't know the whole story. Maybe Vrabel and his wife don't get along. Maybe maybe they have an open relationship, or maybe she has had affairs too. Like, we don't know this stuff. Like if she's innocent in all this, yeah, you feel bad for her. It sucks. But we don't know the whole story. Same thing with Dianna Russini and her husband. Maybe they just don't like each other. They've fallen out of love, and he's had affairs. We don't know. Right? But like the people you really feel bad for, the kids, because like you said, they have no control. Dan has two sons. I believe they're 4 and 3, or maybe 5 and 4. I can't remember. But anyway, and Vrabel has. I believe he has a couple of daughters, I think, but I think they're older. I think they're teenagers or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, this impacts the kids. If there's divorce, like that could ruin the family. It could send the kids down a dark path. Like, like kids might blame themselves for the divorce. Like, they don't know any better. Like, especially when they're that young, they may not get to see their parents or one of the parents anymore or that often, and that just could be really harmful for the kids. And it's just really selfish when you have kids to do that sort of thing. And it's horrible, especially when they have really young kids like Dianna has. So
and look, and I there's merit to what you're saying. Like, we don't know the whole story. That's absolutely fair, and the whole story should be considered. I just think, like, being someone that's in the public eye, it's like, what do you think? I don't know, like, the fact that she's like pregnant, like, I don't know, like, that adds, obviously a huge element to it. It's just like, I don't know, like, did you not think this through?
Yeah, she was pregnant on the boat, but it was very apparent that it's Mike's. At least one of her sons is Mike's. Did you see that tweet from her where she was talking about it? I can pull it up.
I haven't followed it that closely, honestly.
Look at this. She says. August 11, 2021. Keep looking at my almost 4-day-old son, Michael, while trying to figure out who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL.
Yeah, but how real is that? Like, how do we know that that's real?
What do you mean? That's her tweet. It was on her timeline.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what if that's like just a Photoshop picture or something that somebody put on?
No. People are quote tweeting it. It was real. It was actually a tweet of hers. And then she deleted. When people found this tweet, she deleted her Twitter.
Who are the other Michaels? Mike Tomlin.
Sure.
Who else?
Who?
Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy. Yeah, he played.
Did he play in the NFL?
I don't think so. Who else we go?
It has to be play and coach in the NFL.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of any other coach named Mike.
Jeez, I don't know.
Mike McDonald. He played, right?
Like, I don't think so.
Dude, no way.
He might have been like a kicker or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Pee Wee or something.
Michael said, I'm actually looking up to play and coach in the NFL.
Michael Strahan.
Oh, we missed the very obvious one. Mike Ditka.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, that's who she was talking about. Ditka.
Mm-hmm. Mike Ditka. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Keep thinking. Are there any other Mikes? I know there are. Mike, isn't there Mike Callahan? No.
There's Mike Mickens, who is a former cornerback. He's now an assistant coach for the Ravens. That is all that AI has given me. They give me 3 names. That's it. So Vrabel, Ditka, and Mickens. I don't think she was talking about Mickens, and I don't think she was talking about Ditka.
Yeah, that's
maybe she's a big Bears fan, loves Ditka. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
dude, this is crazy, man.
I know.
It's crazy.
Like even if this is not her, this is not Vrabel's son. How do you name your son after the guy you're having an affair with? That's dark.
Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah,
That's very dark.
That's really messed. People are insane.
Yeah.
Oh, blah blah. Oh, they have a mental disorder. Yeah, we all have a mental disorder. You know,
we're on the spectrum.
Yeah, me for sure. Huh? It's okay. I'd accept it with pride. You know, I actually had. I didn't intend for this to go in this direction, but here we are. Actually, this was like 4 years ago or so. I went on a couple dates, and like just like once and done dates off like a dating app, and both girls in a row they asked me if I was autistic.
Really?
Yeah.
How many girls in a row? 4?
No, 2.
Oh,
4. Oh my god, 4. I would be really 2.
I thought you said 4 in a row. I'm like, my god, what are you doing these dates?
4.
You're reciting full scores to the movie.
4 in a row, dude. That would be. I wouldn't be sitting here. I was saying I probably. I mean, 4 in a row said it.
Well, 2 in a row is okay. I guess.
I don't know, man, but it's okay. I'd embrace it if it were true. But everyone's self-diagnosed. Everyone says that. Oh, I have.
No, I mean Elon's autistic. You know, you could be a billionaire.
No, I'd embrace it, but I'm just saying I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I am like, you know, people I feel like everyone says that about them. I'm painting with a broad brush, obviously. What I mean is, there's like an uptick, and like you hear people saying that, like, oh, I have a little bit of this. It's like I don't know. It's self-diagnosis, you know. You don't know that for sure. So I don't know that for sure. I just think, you know, why? Oh, because I have a good memory. Maybe I just have a good memory, you know.
I mean, look, if you're autistic, then I am too, because we have the same thing. So,
yeah, man. I don't know about this. Yeah, Dianna. I never even heard of her before this happened.
Seriously, I need to pull something. I have to look at. I have to find this. This thing I used to write. You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're definitely gonna think I'm autistic. Just seeing this.
I already think that.
I don't know where it is. But
okay.
I will find it. Give me a few minutes. But
okay.
But do you think that Vrabel should resign? You know, no, knowing this, like, and we're talking about like, yeah, maybe this is not a distraction, but maybe it will be. On the other hand, I mean, he's a great coach. Like, there's no denying that. So maybe that plays a factor in it.
Here's the thing. Are you asking me if I think he will resign or if he should, or both?
I mean, they're two separate questions.
Yeah. Okay. Do I think he will resign? No, I don't. Because this is the New England Patriots, and they sweep every damn scandal under the rug, whether it's Kraft at a massage parlor or Deflategate or Spygate. They always sweep it under the rug, and it always gets it's like no one cares. It's like no one ever cares after a while. It all goes away. When was the last time you heard anyone say anything about Spygate? Oh no, Tom Brady's great now, and we talked about this last time. How I think Brady is the greatest of all time, but not the best quarterback. But it's like you're telling me without all those scandals, they would have still had 6 Super Bowls. I don't think so, man. Yeah. And he's lucky. So, but like, how do they do it? No one cares. Like, it's just like sweep it under the rug. They just keep winning. They find a way, and it's like, and I mean, not that like, I get that there's plenty of Patriots haters too for those same very same reasons, but still, it's like they get a pass. Yeah. They're going to get a pass on this too. So there's that. Do I think he should? I mean, it depends on where your interests lie. If you want to have, I mean, and as the coach, you'd think you'd want to have a winning season. You ain't going to have one this year. I'd be shocked if you do. I'd be shocked. But then again, my counter argument to that is the Patriots sweep everything under the rug. I mean, they had the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history the year that Tom Brady was suspended. So yeah. They can come back from, you know, this is different, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he will. I don't think he will resign.
I don't think so either. Yeah, we had his boss Bob Kraft was he got in trouble with that Asian massage parlor. Remember that?
Yeah.
And there was a funny AI clip between Kraft and Vrabel. But like Kraft's like, it's like I heard the news. There's this other great reporter you should meet, and Vrabel's like, but Mr. Kraft, I fell in love with her, And Kraft's like, "You're not supposed to fall in love." Do you want to,
dude?
Do you want to read the headline on the screen that I wrote back in 2015?
Oh my God, are you serious?
You want to read it for those listening?
Dianna Marie Russini's plan to steal North Korea's nuclear key. Oh my God! So you've known about her for a long time. I never even heard of her.
I have.
I don't know. I live under a rock too.
She was in this Emmett on the Brink season. Emmett Smith saved her, and they fell in love. So I had her shipped with Emmett. Little did I know it was the wrong person.
It's just.
Wait, real quick. The magic here is that, and for those of you who know, Emmett on the Brink was it's kind of like a spoof that I wrote about Emmett Smith because he was obviously terrible on TV. I made the genesis of it was that the Patriots got penalized for Spygate 2, and Roger Goodell said, as punishment, I will fire Bill Belichick and replace him with Emmitt Smith, right? Emmitt Smith became head coach of the Patriots in Emmett on the Brink. Dianna Russini in Emmett on the Brink started dating Emmitt Smith, who was the head coach of the Patriots.
Oh my God.
And she is now dating the head coach of the Patriots. How cool is that?
You should like retweet that out. That's insane. That's like the greatest prediction of all time.
I know.
Dude, what are the odds for Emmett to be the coach of the Patriots this year? Give me $10 on that, whatever it is.
I would love to see.
I mean, you got this much right. Who knows? You might be on something.
Dude, if that happens, we're living a simulation. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, that'd be
just forget about it. We're in 100% simulation. That or I have like prophetic dreams. I don't know.
Yeah,
I did dream that Ryan Fox would win the Canadian Open last year, but still.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy, man.
I still can't believe that happened. That's wild. I wish I could have more dreams like that. But
yeah, every night.
Yeah, I'd be a millionaire.
Oh yeah, but you wouldn't want to win every time though.
Oh, I would. We had this conversation already.
I know. I want to get you riled up.
Yeah.
No, so, anyhow, what was I getting at here? I don't know. I'm telling you what, Patriots are going to have a down year. Bet that under 9.5 win. Bet that I might even go bet under 7.5.
Wow. Yeah, you can definitely get good value there.
Well, 7.5, I'd tread lightly, but 8.5, I think I think they could easily go 8-9 with that schedule and this little scandal. Who knows what's going to happen?
Under 8.5 is under 8.5 is 2-1. Under 7.5 is plus 350.
Give me $10,000 on under 8.5.
10 grand.
Can you?
Okay, I'll front you.
Can I get a? Yeah, can I get a marker?
Yeah, actually, I have to shell out almost 10 grand for my teeth here. I was at the dentist, by the way. I was at the dentist. I had two teeth extractions here, and apparently 3, I guess, because my dentist was like, I could give you 2, I can give you 3. It's like 3, it costs $1,200 more than 2. I would recommend 3, but you can get 2. I'm thinking in my head, okay, what is this, like $3,000 versus $4,200? And I'm like, oh, how much is it? And he's like, okay, for 2 teeth it would be $8,000. For 3 teeth it would be $9,200. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive? What is happening here? Like,
that's so stupid. But you did the right. I mean, you did the right thing by getting 3.
I didn't decide yet.
Oh, you should do the 3.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, 2 teeth for 8,000 or 3 for 9,200. I mean, that sounds like. What if you had to get that one pulled later? It's going to be $4,000.
Like it's a Black Friday. It's a sale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Black Friday day at the dentist, man.
It's crazy. My mom used to make. She was a dental technician. She used to make dentures and she used to make fake teeth for people, and it's crazy. Like, I didn't realize it's so expensive. Like, the whole time she's doing this work, I'm like, that costs that much. It seems absurd. I thought a couple grand.
Maybe you should just get dentures.
Yeah, to pull all my teeth. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, but then it might just make life easier for you.
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing because the problem is I would not do it, but I need to get extractions up here too. Because I have I have a filling up here in the back. It's tooth number 1, by the way. I have a filling up here that is digging into my skin. So it's not skin. What is this? Like gum?
Gums,
my gum, and it's painful sometimes. I have to take Advil for it, and I can't get it. I can't get this extracted until I get teeth here, so I can chew on this side and then get the extraction here. So this is like I would just say no, F it. I'm just going to chew on this side for a while, but now I have to pay $9,000 for this crap. It's so stupid.
Just sort of GoFundMe.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just gonna do that. We don't even get like that many premium subs. We actually did pretty well in the draft premium subs, but
there you go.
Maybe that should be like, hey, help pay me for my teeth, get premium subs, get no ads on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. We should do a GoFundMe for you.
Yeah. So anyway, my answer to this, I don't think Vrabel will resign for the reasons you said. They've had scandals. It's still the off season, unless like something comes up where it's like even worse than what we've seen. I can't imagine what that would be. But like there's a reality where he does have to resign because of something else attached to this. But right now I would say no, and I don't think he should. I mean, this is not like, I think it'd be different if you're a college coach, because like you have to be a good role model to young kids, not young kids, but like 18 to 20-year-olds. Like it's different in college, I think. Like that Michigan coach who had to resign for the same thing. Like you have to be like, you're selling yourself as a role model to young men.
Yeah.
And it's different. NFL, these are grown men, these are professionals. Like, and if anything, like I feel like the players would be like, oh man, like mad respect to Vrabel, like I feel like that's like the environment that people are in. I feel like that people might like that some players might respect them more for that. But
I don't know, man.
Sad but true. I think
I see what you're saying, but
I think at least a portion of the locker room will have more respect for him. Not everyone.
Wow,
but
you think so?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I think there'll be some.
Yeah, there'll be some.
Like there's going to be like a couple like D-bags on there, like get it in, coach, sort of thing. But then, but
dude, think about these players. They sleep around with everyone, and like when they go to different cities, I've heard stories where guys will have a different girl for a different city.
Now, Walter, let's not paint with a broad brush. Now, not all of them. Not AC Green. Remember AC Green, the Iron Virgin.
Well, I didn't remember him being a virgin. Is that true?
Oh yeah. Like he didn't have sex till he was married. Yeah, he was the Iron Man. He started like so many games. Has a record for games started. And
I didn't know that about him. But like if Tim Tebow were still in the NFL, he'd be like, I can't believe my coach did this. But like
right.
Some players. I didn't say all. I said that there's a portion of the locker room who have more respect for him.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, and so I also think. Some people I've seen some people say, "Oh, why Dianna Russini got fired? Why isn't Vrabel fired?" Well, I don't think Dianna Russini shouldn't be fired. I don't think she was fired either. She was doing her job, Yeah. She was being a scumbag to her family, but she was getting the best reports. It's like her reporting for the Patriots and Titans previously was impeccable. She was doing her job, and it sucks that she had to do it that way. But I mean, she probably would have done it anyway. Maybe she fell in love with this guy. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of the relationship, but like, she did what she could to get the best scoops, and that's good. If I had the money, I'd hire her right now. I'm just saying that.
Really, dude, bring her in, man. She can be the eyes on the ground. You trying to replace? Wait, you trying to place me on the eyes on the ground segment?
I wasn't gonna tell you this tonight, Tom, but.
There's a reason you didn't have me on for a few weeks. Trying to wean me off. Like,
I was trying to get Dianna on Friday.
Like a little bit at a time. Like we'll just like one show a month, and then like only once every 2 months. Like what's going on? And all of a sudden, Dianna Russini's on the show. It's like what happened, dude. I was thinking when I was like, what if people like told you like take Quacky off the show? Like, we don't want him anymore. And I was like, what if they would you tell me like, hey man, the people don't want to see you? Like, what if it was like, let's just say it was like 2 people?
Usually I've had complaints about some co-hosts I've had, like one or two. It hasn't been a lot. I
get a couple comments. I've seen a couple. We had one a couple weeks ago. They're like, what the hell is that guy on? And I was just like, I'm just high on life and like on no sleep. It's just true. It's true. Like, they don't drink.
I feel like It's a loud minority, I think. I don't know if it feels like everyone in the comments, this guy sucks, this guy sucks. I still wouldn't like listen to it, but I at least think about it. I'm like, why does everyone hate this guy? Because I feel like there's no reason for that.
Oh, I love it. I love getting trolled. I'm not complaining one bit, but it's
I
like,
know.
but no one's like messaged you and been like, we don't like it's he sucks. Like we don't want him on the show anymore.
Mike likes all the co-hosts.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mike.
Actually, I've gotten that treatment personally from I'm on Play Like a Jet with Scott Mason usually every Friday during the season and a couple times during the off season. He's told me that some people are like, why do you have that white nationalist? What else? They say the white nationalist guy on and that incel, like what that white nationalist incel on. And I'm like, well, no, maybe he said not like white Nazi supporting incel or something, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, like based on my background, and I'm not involuntary celibate. I've married.
Yeah, why would they call you an incel? That's so weird.
People are idiots,
Yeah,
I don't like, and so he's Scott's great. So he's like, I don't care what these people think, and I'm like, I don't care either. Like they're dumb. They're dumb people, like there are dumb people out there. You can't listen to everyone. I remember. You ever watch the show Recess?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So one episode that always stuck out to me was that the main character was the main character named TJ or DJ. What was the name?
I remember, but I can't. I mean, I definitely watched it, but it's been so long.
With the baseball cap. Yeah, the kid with the baseball. There's one kid in the class, and that kid didn't like him, and he spent the entire episode trying to make that kid like him. Like he went above and beyond to like he gave up his lunch, he gave him toys, he like, everything in his like possible to make the kid like him. At the end of the episode, he's like, "Are we friends?" And the kid was like, "No." And he's like, "Why?" Because I just don't like you. And so you can't make everyone like you. It's impossible. It's like it's like the two men and the mule story.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that?
Yeah, you told me. Yes. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah. I won't rehash it, but yeah.
Yeah. It's not that because personally, I love to get trolled. I love to get trolled. I really do, and I hardly ever got trolled. But I wish I got trolled more. But like to the point where they're like, Walter, like I don't think I can like follow your content anymore because of Quacky's on the show. Then I wouldn't be hurt if you had to make a business decision.
No, I mean like
I don't think it would get to that extreme, but
again, it's a loud minority. But again, if like everyone in the comments is saying it, I wouldn't base my decision on that. But I would at least ask myself, like, why does everyone hate Quacky? Because we get mostly positive feedback from you and for everyone. So.
Oh, Mike, what if it was like a new AI scam where it's like they hear like they're listening in the IRS is listening in the CIA.
They don't need to listen in. They have all the
and the CIA.
Yeah.
They're listening in and they hear that and they're like, oh, like they're nervous that'll happen. And then they send like 1,000 bots to the comments and everyone's like, Quacky sucks. Like they just automatic like, I think
go ahead.
you would know because it's like, why did we go from like a few comments every video to like 10,000 all of a sudden?
Yeah. You could tell the bots.
They got really good though.
I got this like super obvious bot today. I'm gonna show you. I was talking about one of the I follow a bunch of stock accounts on X just for the news, and I got this response. Here, let me pull it up right now. Here we go. So okay, so this person's like, I have 250 grand. What should I put in? I said puts on Whirlpool. By the way, Whirlpool. That company's going under. They've got a lot of problems. Vance says, what if rates stay higher for longer, but demand doesn't collapse as expected? So I answered him. I said, demand has already collapsed. Their earnings report is awful. And then he responds, true, the data doesn't lie. Appliances are the ultimate discretionary delay when cost of living bites. By buying puts, you're betting that the market hasn't fully priced in the duration, blah, blah, blah. And like, this is obviously a bot.
Yeah.
It's very, very poorly disguised. He got me initially with the question. I didn't suspect anything then, but like that response, he's like, puts are, it's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you for clarifying.
I didn't know what puts are. I puts on Whirlpool. But
you were like, you have, but it's like, what Thanks for you need a definite a walking definition here.
Yeah.
Holy
By the way,
smoke.
that company for their earnings, they were expected to be their EPS was supposed to be positive 0.43 cents, and it was a loss of 55 cents. And they said that no one's buying our product, and we have to raise prices. Like, what? No one's buying your product, but you have to raise prices. Then no one's going to buy your product. What is happening here? Because they're talking about how bad the economy is and everything. The economy is so bad right now. Like,
oh my god,
the stock market's at an all-time high, and that's only because there are two economies. I think people realize this. There are actually two economies. There's the economy that like 90% of us are in, which is like gas prices are insane, grocery prices are insane, and no one has any money. And then there's 10% of the economy, which is all AI money. And like there's so many AI like data centers that they're just ordering more chips and servers and everything, and they're just keep buying up. That's why like the price of AMD do you see the what AMD has done in the past 6 months?
Holy cow, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
is that one that you told me about?
Past 1 month. 236 a month ago. It's 455 right now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. SanDisk, SNDK. Let's here. Look at this. A month ago, 851. Today, 1562.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. All of these AI / software companies are skyrocketing, and everything else is plummeting. It's like there's two economies right now.
Holy smokes, man. I'm going to turn into a robot soon.
Yeah. Last one I'll show you. Intel a month ago, 61. Today, 124.
Doubled. Holy smokes.
Everything is doubled in price. Yeah. In 1 month. 1 month.
Oh my God. We're cooked, man.
I know. It's I don't know how it's getting better. I mean, maybe they can say they can end the war, gas prices go down. But there's so much, there's so many problems with the economy. I don't know if it's possible to fix anymore. And you have the Federal Reserve printing money out the wazoo as always. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. This whole system's broken, man. Yeah. I don't know if there's a way out of it. And I hate being black-pilled. I'm usually optimistic, but I don't know. I think it's beyond repair, honestly.
Well, I hope not, but all right, man. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin here.
I could sense it. I have a sixth sense So to recap, we both don't think Vrabel will be fired. We don't think he should be fired. I remember if I said that correctly.
That's correctly. Correctly. That's correct.
And I said that I wouldn't have fired Dianna Russini, and I would hire her. Maybe I should turn that tooth GoFundMe into a Dianna Russini hire fund me.
Seriously, I'll donate to it.
Well, she could be the we don't have a Monday show. She could be the Monday co-host. Anyway, thanks guys for watching and commenting. Really appreciate it. We will be back on Tuesday to talk about the PGA Championship, which again will be around the corner from my house. So that'll be fun to talk about. Very, very short course. Like the course this week is 7,500, which is like above average. Last week was 7,800. This course at the PGA Championship in Newtown Square is 6,500 yards. Like there are going to be guys who can get to the green on the first shot on par fours, maybe. Like Cameron Young hit the ball 380 yards last week, and there are some par fours that are like that distance. So it'll be fun to talk about. We'll have the golf guys on Wednesday. I believe Kenny will come on. I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I think so. And then Thursday, Andy will come on. We'll talk about the NFL schedule, and then Friday, Tom, I assume you'll be on. You haven't told me otherwise. If you do tell me otherwise, then we'll just not do the show. But anyway, do you want to, or maybe Diana will be on. Do you want to talk about anything on your way out? Maybe your Twitter feed here, Quacky_T.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really have that much going on.
Well, yeah, you tweeted this out.
Yeah, Vontae Mack no matter what on draft day, but yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, I just thank you for the like there. I say I got a little like. Oh, you retweet? Oh, nice.
I retweeted just now.
Wow, yeah. I'm gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Now, no, it's just fun to be here. Thanks everyone for joining. Always have a great time with you, Walt. So
yep,
we'll do it again next time.
Yep, sounds good. All right, guys. Like I said, we'll be back on Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you then.
See you.